There we go.
Good looking out, man. Thanks. All right, let's do it.
Good one, Zimler. The dude's not funny.
Well
I was wondering what he was going to do.
Well
he had done
played.
this recorded, and Matt was giggling back there when he talked about the video. Well played, Alex.
That is very
you
well
see,
played.
that's all you had to do. That's all you had to do. Say,
Took
man,
them some time.
It's easy as that.
Now we gotta find a way to come back here. That's the hard part. But not right now. We've got Titan, we've got Hellraisers playing in a best-of-1 game here on Inferno for the ESL, ESEA Pro League. Of course, I'm here with Semler, and what do you think on Inferno? Who's going to be winning this, Titan or Hellraisers? Did you know anything about Hellraisers at this point? Just a weird team right now.
And Moo's back.
That's what I mean, a weird team. Just like, who's even playing in this team? We don't even know half the time.
They all have the HR tag enders. So Schneider got to play like 2 matches with Hellraisers. Awesome. No, he actually played a little bit more than that, but still. The Swede, well, already dropped. Moo is back in. I'm a little bit surprised not to see Adren come back into it. Or Adrian. Always confusing with like the North American one and the, obviously.
I can't keep up myself.
But yeah, no, I don't know, man, actually. This is just, I think this is just going to be a bit chaotic. So it's going to come down to whether Titan can hit the shots because trying to predict what Hellraisers are going to throw at them, it's going to be rough here for the Frenchmen.
I'm not particularly a fan of 2 people behind here. I understand that this might work out, but this is a little bit scary. They might get overrun with the Glocks here. Moo going to pick up 1 existence. He goes down afterwards to Stiko, and that's going to be a little bit dangerous. The Shox with a nice shot to drop the bomb as well. Stiko going to be gone. Smith creeping up from behind, missing almost all the shots, but the third to last one there was a headshot, and he's looking for another one. Didn't even reload Smith. That was a genius play, taking down Kucha, and now it's going to be up to Mo here in a 1 versus 2, looking to see if he could find a way out. He's trapped in that corner, no health left at all. Shox should be able to take care of him here, or maybe Smith for the triple. I mean, don't see any way the Mo can get out.
Yeah, that was some fancy footwork from Mo, dodging the shots there from Shoxy. Shoxy usually one of the best pistol players out there, but Smith's also with that USP. He can do some damage every now and again, and this is just one of those rounds where he really got to shine. 3 kills for him, 2 of them key frags, opening up Banana, and then obviously saving Shoxy's life. I think Shoxy was done for if Smith didn't land that headshot with the 2nd bullet. So that's how close it is. They need to get a little bit more decisive, Titan, if they want to pull out the win here, because I think Hellraisers are really just going to be trying to just YOLO into them at all times. And if Titan can't hit those shots to stop them cold, it's going to be really rough here.
I could see a sort of just do whatever you feel like kind of approach for Hellraisers, because it must be very confusing for the players as well, not knowing half the time exactly who's going to be playing on the lineup and how it's all going to turn out. I can see it being a little bit weird. And
just an update, apparently Schneider is attending a funeral, and so Moo is standing in for him.
All right, that's a valid excuse. I feel
still, you know, a bit rough for the HR roster. They can't seem to catch a break. But yeah, a bit rough for Schneider as well.
Well, Kucha here has already taken a little bit of damage, and the weapons here on Titan, not a single regular rifle. I mean, the P90 is the closest, maybe the FAMAS here, but no M4s in play just yet here in the 2nd round. So Titan going for a bit of a greedy round. Yeah,
this is a great way to you know, basically fail horribly. Unless they can pull this off, because they already have the flank coming in from Scream. He's pushed all the way down bottom Banana. That allows for Existence to rotate over, but then Stiko is there to take off. RPK, Angel finds Smith. Shoxy holding his own with that UMP. He'll get 2 kills, and nearly the 3rd as well. Okay, then Existence just making all the difference with that FAMAS. That's what you really needed, and Oscar's not going to be able to pick up that last frag to clinch the round for Hellraisers in that 1v2, but if it weren't for Existence, that could have got out of hand.
Yeah, that was obviously the beginning of a very bad round there for Titan, but they did kind of make up for it at the end. Losing 3 players, still not exactly great, but none of them had M4s, so there wasn't really a lot to save either. 3rd round coming up here, and I don't know. It's just like a bit of a weird inversion almost, because this is where you know they don't have armor, where you kind of, because they didn't get the bomb, that's where you kind of wish you could have gone for, you know, for some more SMGs essentially.
I mean, this is just sheer aggression from Titan. They know exactly how broke Hellraisers are going to be, so they're going for the bullying tactic. Nice point-blank shot there from Kucher taking out RPK. But RPK, only with the SMG, not the biggest loss for Titan. And, well, Stiko shouldn't be able to achieve too much. Yeah, Scream, very clean headshot, pretty much what we expect from him.
A better round, only 1 person dying. That was RPK there. Did get a kill in with the SMG. 4th round coming up, and Hellraisers at the moment going to be buying all AKs all around, so not such a bad investment. Smiths, he had nothing last round. He was saving for the AWP. Quite a good save as well. I mean, AWP and armor and smoke and Molotov. That's a very good buy.
That's actually really solid, all things considered. I'm curious to see, yeah, it's going to be triple banana, so he wants to take that up there, take a shot, and then be able to back off with that AWP. But then we have some great aggression coming up from Hellraisers, at least with the flashes, causing Titan to hesitate a little bit and forcing Scream back, or Smith's back. So what the hell was Scream doing is what I'm wondering.
Just wanted to see if anyone was, you know, hiding on the wrong side of the smoke, and then that shot just came through and utterly wrecked him. Now, that's not the best start to the fourth round. We'll see if they can pick it up here. Titan really don't have the economy to just start taking losses already here. They've got to be a little bit careful. I mean, if you look at this, really only 2 of their players, and the other 3 don't.
And their nade count right now, it's atrocious. Minute left. It's all going to come down to shots. Fair trade here. Moo and Sticko getting kills up in apartment. That's a 2-man advantage now here for Hellraisers going on to the A site. It's all on Smiths. He has to be the man to make the difference because he just lost his teammate as well. Existence is down, so it's all going to be on the French Opera, and he's not going to be able to be the hero today. He even gives a free AWP over to Moo, so that's going to be very nice there for Hellraisers. They've got a little bit more firepower to work with.
I mean, they could try and spread the wealth here. I mean, the money on Shox means they could probably just spread it in enough here to make it work. But it is a pretty scary round coming up here for Titan. They could lose a lot of control in this first half, just in this round already, from losing so many players early on.
Let's see, Shox, boop, Oscar. Well, of course. Yeah. What am I saying? Oscar's here. So he's got that AWP, and he even denies it with the HE. That is so sick.
That is pretty BM. That is pretty BM.
Sorry, RBK. That's too good.
Yeah, good times, because they were getting ready to try and pick it up. I mean, they don't have all the rifles. They could love an AWP up there, but AT going to stop it. Genius play, really.
That was actually really smart. Hopefully he picks it up and chucks it over the wall, so Titan can't push down mid and get it for free. Titan pretty firmly boxed into the A site, though, for now. There is a man in Boiler, so this might get a little tricky for RPK. Smith spots out the man up in apartments. So that's Sticko. At least able to suss out a little bit of the defense here on the A site. Single man here is going to be Smiths. Everybody else is over at the B site right now, and he's gone. Moo hits that headshot, opens up the A site for Hellraisers, and it's just got to fall apart here for Titan.
Yeah, they kill Angel over at the B-bomb site. So some bad information, I think, for Titan. I'm sort of wondering, because once they spot the guy up in apartments here, if you are going for a B push, it is more likely that you're going to have a guy down in middle, or you actually down in Boiler rather than up in apartments. But I guess they couldn't really know. Titan just didn't have enough information to make a proper call. And Mo just cleaning up here, getting a triple kill at the end. And that's going to be another round for Hellraisers, and Titan now without any money at all here. Just turned around pretty quickly, but it isn't the full YOLO style that we were kind of expecting for Hellraisers. They're keeping everything on a pretty even level at the moment.
Yeah, it seems like it's Titan, actually, who might have been expecting that full YOLO. They're getting caught off guard a little bit, and that's really going to cost them. They've been taking too many losses in these rounds, so they're forced to go for an eco round here. Just straight pistols for them, no nades. Kind of surprised to see nobody invest at least in a flash nade to try and get a free kill. Hellraiser's playing it very safe as well. So we can see Angel just waiting around wood stacks in case there were any kind of HEs to come out, try and catch him off guard. Mo playing very patiently up here in apartments, T side, just waiting to see if somebody's going to be peeking here for Titan. They peek together. Great teamwork there from Titan. Hardly taking any damage at all. They get a free kill and are able to back off.
I like the build up to that, where it kind of felt like Shox wanted to fall back, but RBK was just pushing him forward.
Yeah.
Just keep going. They're not coming back.
This is like the longest, most awkward battle ever happening over here in Pit.
Yeah, not really sure what's going on. Angel's taken a long time, but he's actually kind of boxed in. And look at this, Scream in existence, and Shox picking up a kill. It's going to be up to Oscar now, all alone in a 1 versus 5, and it's just against Pistol. They didn't even have armor, and Oscar, I mean, what could he do? He's got the bomb, so maybe he could go super huge here at this point in time. He's going to run into the site. Shox is right up there, so at least the bomb plant's going to go through. That's not too bad. And need a lot more right now. Nice headshot on Shox. He's running with the Tech 9. He's going to get a second one. 8 bullets left, but he finally goes down. Scream going to be able to pick him up. That was a little bit scary. If Scream dies, then again, he has no armor. 1 headshot and it's done. But it works out, and Titan are going to win the round.
Jeez, way too close. Scream once again living up to his name. If he doesn't get the headshot there immediately on Oscar, I think he gets taken out by that Tech 9. Because the aim punch will kick in, but he hits that headshot immediately with the UMP. UMP out of the SMGs does the most damage versus armor as well. Yeah, double head, just like boom, done. Really well done there by Scream. That was such a key win for Titan. That's actually going to just completely stop the momentum here for Hellraisers. Hellraisers will be able to go for a full buy, but that economy that they were building, it just took a real slap to the face. You know,
yeah,
bankers jumping out of windows.
That level
of slap.
I think that's a Monty Python sketch as well, isn't it?
Yep.
A lot of failed grenades. That was beautiful.
Not every day you see that. And Scream feeling a little bit awkward. Interesting to note, it seems like Scream, like Existence and Scream have like changed up their roles over on that B site, because when Scream first joined up with the roster, it was Existence taking those peaks. It was Existence playing the aggressive role over on Banana, and it was Scream who was staying back on the site to hold it down. Now it's Scream going ahead and taking those fights early on, and Existence playing the anchor role. So clearly Titan still trying to figure out how to make things work for themselves here.
I've lately come to prefer the kind of Titan where Existence puts himself in some more aggressive roles, just because I feel like he actually does pretty well in them, and I don't know, I think it's gonna keep him alive longer in the game. Basically, I feel like it's too taxing on him to always be the guy to carry everything. But Shocks in Existence now, the ones defending the B-bomb site here. Is a pretty good setup for them as well. The smoke goes down. That's the last one they had, but not bad timing for it at all. And look at Existence taking the 1 kill, but Kucha with a swift reply. Shocks trying to guess the angle. He's going to get his the first kill in there and do a little bit of damage as well. And over at Archway, it's Substico actually picking up RPK. Nice job here. 3rd kill, and Smith's also winning the secondary fight. So that could have been a little bit scary. As soon as RPK went down over here, they were about to get boxed in.
Yeah, nothing subtle about that either. Hellraiser's just like, we're going to go ahead and just run through smoke. That's always a good idea, right? And they managed to catch Existence out of position. If it weren't for Shocks in this individual play, starting off with the spray down from CT through smoke, taking out Oscar there, I mean, it would have ended pretty poorly there for Titan.
I think it's one of those things, because the smoke timing was about, he threw down that smoke at around 38 seconds or something like that. So I think if you're just about to go in and you hear the smoke land, you kind of have to make an instant choice, like, do I just run or do I wait? The problem is if you wait at 38 seconds and they have another one, then you're done. Like, that's too late. Then it's going to be around 22, 21 seconds when the smoke clears. And if they have another one, then you can't even get in. So...
Ooh. Scary situation here. Shoxy and Smiths landing the kills, though, as they try and push up short. There will be one more kill going Hellraiser's way, but now it's a 1v3. Angel lurking his way up Arch. Going to try and go for the backstab, perhaps into Library. That's an option. Seems like Scream is aware of that, though. He's going to be working his way back and catches Angel looking the wrong way. So nice recovery there by Titan. For a second, it looked like it might actually be Hellraisers getting control of that A site. If it weren't for Shocks and Smith hitting those 2 key shots on the man in pit and on the man on balcony, would have quickly gotten out of control there. That was actually a bit of a Hail Mary play, though, for Hellraisers. As we can see, their economy got kind of wrecked after that.
It could be. There's some evidence just right now that Shocks is heading for that beast mode, which we know he can all hit 11, 1, and 3 right now in the first 8 rounds. Grenade down the middle with the UMP. That grenade does so much damage. And the rest of Titan are trying to charge in here as well. It's looking very good at the moment. Shocks, double UMP kill, flashbang in, and, well, Kucha, he's going to be gone as well, leaving just Oscar with his Tech 9.
Oh, are you really going to run in here? Okay. Thought for a second somebody would go charge it in close quarters. Still Oscar. He might get stabbed in the back. Is he going to be able to make his way past? No, he gets spotted. So that's it. The game is up, but he can actually sneak his way onto the B site somehow. Titan, they leave him a gap. Really?
How does he know? I mean, Oscar is just a very smart player. That's very impressive. And I mean, no armor and just nothing at all. You're trapped in there. You shouldn't be able to do anything. If he gets a kill here as well, that's completely nuts. And he won't be able to. Triple kill for Shocks as well. Living at 14 kills right now.
Shocks is just like, that's enough, boys. Like, we're going to win this game if I have to carry you all on top of my back, basically.
Yeah.
This is the kind of beast mode that Shocks can get into sometimes. Total lack of respect for Hellraisers, and he's trying to basically I mean, Shoxy is the one calling right now for the team as well. You can tell they're just taking this ultra-aggressive approach. They know when they break Hellraiser's economy, so that's why they're going for these aggressive pushes down mid. It's risky business if you get sandwiched in. You can end up giving some rifles to Hellraisers, but it's basically a bullying tactic coming out from Titan. Just go in there, slam them hard while they're already low, you know, on an eco with pistols. Oscar, even blind, is going to catch Smiths out in mid.
Such a common flashbang there. Might even have been too common there. Oscar seeing it coming. And Angel taking a little bit of fire damage here, but a good start nonetheless for Hellraisers, and they kind of do need it. They were looking so good, but that one pistol round that they lost to is just really wrecking them right now. Good shot from Scream through the smoke. Didn't need to be a headshot. Angel was already low, but a headshot will do as well.
That works. It's acceptable.
It's
acceptable because it's Scream. Because he just doesn't get any other kind of shot, Anders.
It's like accidentally getting double bacon in your burger. You're not going to complain, are you? Just like, all right.
All right. I'll eat it.
Send this back, waiter. We haven't had any dinner, so there might be a lot of food talk tonight.
Just saying.
7-2, and the 10th round is coming up here with about 35 seconds left. 2 people in pit here is a really good setup, I think, for Titan. This is a very reasonable way to try and hold the A-bomb site when you only have 2 people. Does leave a gap in archway, so if Hellraisers find this out, and you can kind of tell that Mo is actually moving forward here. Oh, this is a great call for Hellraisers. The rest are pushing into the bomb site here, but this is going to be a bit of a tricky hold. Scream going to get overrun. Shox doesn't realize, but he's about to get shot in the back. And Mo coming in from that angle. Shox still, okay. He didn't get shot in the back, just straight in the forehead instead, and it's going to be Existence and RPK just running away. That was very cool. So this hold in pit is very hard to break if you are coming out of apartments, if you're coming in here, even if you're trying to wrap around. It's very, very hard for the terrorist side to actually get in from any of these angles when the pit is being double held like this. B-bomb side is usually just held with 2 people, so that's not so weak either. It's generally like it's almost a catch-all setup, except that archway is weak. And
if Hellraisers just happen to hit that spot, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little rough. It's just like it's a little rough for RPK missing the shot there.
Yeah, it's just a little bit. Nice round from Stico, picking up a triple kill, and I mean, the fact is Mo never got put into play because he didn't make it back here before Shox was dead, but that would have been like the fail-safe, you know.
Exactly.
Even if Shox gets a kill and tries to retreat, then Mo's going to be there to take him out. So just generally a cool little tactical moment there. It's going to be 7-3 now, 11th round coming up on Oscar. And see, Titan fused almost all their money in this round, so this could still end up being a fairly horrific first half for Titan if they don't start stepping it
Put
up.
the brakes on right now. Hellraisers now, they're going to be feeling pretty confident after that solid execute on their part, sneaking their way in, picking Titan apart, landing the shots. And while Titan, I do like that they aren't just falling back onto the site every single time, that they're actually trying to put up a bit of a fight in Banana here. This again speaks of confidence. Or them trying to at least try and set up some kind of play where Hellraisers aren't going to get super comfortable. But then, as I'm saying that, Hellraisers, they're not interested in giving that up either. Good use of Molotov there to check sandbags. Now they've got control of top Banana. And now, well, it's all open here, actually. Hellraisers have all of the map space that they need now to basically go where they want.
A different setup for Titan. 4 people in the A-bomb site, which is obviously going to be a big of a problem if Hellraisers want to try and push this. They've got a little bit of a Molotov to try and clear out some corners with here. Oscar going to miss the shot and runs right back out again. RPK there to shut him down. Titan off with a very good start here. In fact, Mo and Angel, there's not much they can do at this point. Angel wondering what's happened.
Yeah, that's a little bit of hesitation on Hellraiser's side, actually. Nobody trying to challenge really quickly. I mean, that's an awkward spot as well, because if you peek from Boiler, you're trying to look short. That's when the guy can be peeking from Arch, and that's exactly what Hellraisers were worried about, right? That's what Oscar was looking for with that AWP. He's like, I've shown myself in Boiler. If the guy's at Arch, he's going to try and peek and maybe take me in the back as I try and take RPK. So it just didn't work out. The timings worked out all wrong because RPK actually just stuck there and got a free kill after that, and then it just turns into a blender for Hellraisers. They don't know where to look at that point. So it's not like they weren't trying to get the refrag. It's just they were one step behind on the mind games.
I'm wondering because Angel still had his smoke when he was over here in Banana, so I'm wondering what Angel's role in this particular play was. I mean, maybe they just wanted to get out and get mid-control, and then they were going to execute something. Because it seemed like if you have Angel up there, what you really want is for him to make enough of a distraction to rotate at least one person from Arch over to B, so that A is not, fully equipped with 4 people there. So I think actually maybe Hellraisers lost that fight before they even got to the execute. They were just like, well, okay, we didn't get mid.
He's trying to do his happy impression right now, Anders. You got to understand. He's like, it's my time to shine. I'm going to tell the vault to run in.
Baiting your teammates?
Exactly. Get a free kill on a guy running down Banana. All this stuff's supposed to work out, right? They don't quite spot him, but they will find the angle. Angel, speak of the devil, takes out RPK. Man advantage now for Hellraisers going on to this A site. The bomb is here as well, and they know that Smith is right on the edge. Effective trade there. That's good enough. And now it's going to be pretty tough here for Titan to get the job done, unless they can get a kill very quickly here. A fresh smoke going down on long certainly isn't going to help.
Smart play from Smiths, but it might not be enough. This is a strong position, and Oscar is actually inside the bomb site with a sawn-off shotgun, so you know JW is going to be happy at this point. Existence trying to see if he can creep a little bit closer. Gotta be careful. Angel will get the headshot there, and now it's down to Scream, looking to see if he could somehow pick this up, or at least make it expensive. He's gonna hit Angel, and down in pit, well, Kucha probably won't survive the bomb blast at this range. He's gonna have to run a little bit further. Nice shot there. Kucha. Yeah, no chance.
Yeah, no chance at all.
Still, it's a good round for Hellraisers. They end up winning it. 4-8 is the current scoreline. And again, Titan, I mean, they keep having just enough money to buy. It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, just like, I think that one pistol round, the one eco round that they won, if they don't win that, then the economy they got from that is now going to be lacking further on in the game, and they will eco a lot more than they have.
Yeah, you're not getting those ops repeatedly, for example, for Smiths. That's not something that would happen a lot. Change of tactic here by Titan up at Banana, at least. Perhaps a second too late. They don't decide to actually challenge top Banana. Instead, they do get the split, and Smiths is just a half second too late to peek there. Could have picked off Stico at top mid. Instead, he's going to go for the aggressive play and lands the shot. Nicely done there by Smiths. And now Titan, unnecessary for them to be taking more risks. And Kucher is going to be able to punish Existence for going for that peek into top Banana.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been great if he could have just peeked out and got the information that someone was there, but as soon as he sticks around and ends up going down, it's going to obviously be a problem here. Scream spraying down, though. It's going to be the double kill. Smith's also picking at 1, so it kind of works out anyway. And Shocks to get the final kill there, so that will make it 9-4 in Titan again. I mean, every time they get close to ecoing, they win the round. Every time they're right on the edge, they win it.
Yeah.
And that's why we're at the scoreline. This is, just like yesterday, this is a bit of a deceptive scoreline in terms of how well Hellraisers have been doing on the first half, actually.
Are they going to go for the Force? Yeah, they're going to go for the Force. Okay, Hellraisers really throwing luck to the wind now. I mean, there would have been a it would have been a full eco if they wanted to. They could have gone for a full eco, played for 10-5. But they want to make it. They want to make it better. They want to get to 9-6. Only problem is Shoxy's going to go for the peek behind a great flash in a second mid. Picks up 2 kills, and this is just going to completely fall apart here for Hellraisers. RPK clicking away, looking for that headshot on Angel. He knows exactly where he's playing from an underpass. Goes back even, and there we go. Nice shot. Good and clean work there. Shoxy with the 3rd kill, and yeah, it's just completely falling apart here. Shoxy, a quad kill for him. Last one even with the P2K.
21 kills in 14 rounds, why not? I mean, 21, 2, and 5 as well.
This is what we do with the garbage boys. Shoxy's just like leading by example right now.
Yeah. He's got that beep beep sound from the truck backing up, but he's still just backing over Hellraisers.
Why does Scream not upgrade his pistol though? Or RPK? You know, you guys have got like $3 grand in the bank. Just buy pistols.
Well, Smiths just bought a Zeus instead, which I really approve of.
That's good. I didn't like Smiths anyway.
Well, Scream is up here. A lot of people are coming for him. Try and see if they can charge him down. Angel leading it, and he's going to hit the headshot now in the corner. Existence all alone, and a lot of bullets being wasted there. Finally going to get first kill in, but there's too many targets there. Ends up going down, and most of them are taken down. Smith's right through the smoke. Maybe it was that Zeus somewhere.
Yeah, that's what happens. Shoxy annihilated by Oscar. 1-shot headshot with that Tech 9 up close. And RBK now going to be the last man alive. So Hellraisers, they actually make it work in the end. They will get a bye, and they will get that 5th round on the board going into the next half. There was a time, Anders, when we would have said this was, you know, par for the course. Pretty average scoreline. 10-5. I mean, we kind of do expect to see 9-6 more than 10-5 these days, though, at the end of the first half. So Hellraisers, it's feasible, absolutely. But it's not going to be a very easy scoreline to work with here for them.
No, I mean, I still think there are some teams that are perfectly capable of locking down the CT side. I just don't think Hellraisers are one of them. I mean, Titan's one of them either. But there are definitely teams like Fnatic, Envy, TSM who can sort of really do it. Every once in a while, you see VP do it.
Yeah.
Navi would be able to do it if they knew how to save smokes, which they obviously don't. But if they did know how to save smokes in A and B, then I think Navi would be another team to add to that list.
I mean, the one thing, though, is that the T-side performance that we saw from Titan yesterday versus Virtus.Pro did not really inspire confidence. And they really struggled on Train. Obviously, Inferno, they're going to be a bit more familiar on.
To be quite honest, that's just VP for you. I've given up trying to judge VP based on their online performances. I feel like it's just all over the place. Like, it's just so there's like no there's no like rhyme or reason at all, no logic you can apply to any. Like, it's just like today they felt like winning, or sometimes they don't feel like winning, and then it's just they just don't. I can't understand it.
That's one of the, yeah, they are one of those teams that are, they're kind of like Na'Vi in that way, actually. Na'Vi,
Yeah.
we're just one of those teams where it's like, online, no idea what you're going to get. Is it going to be God Mode or Guardian, or are they just going to get Raffle Stomped?
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Well, the second hour is coming up. If you are just joining us here on the channel, then a big welcome, and you're joining us at a perfect time. We've got another 3 games coming up for you guys this evening, so it's a lot to come. Semler and I will be here to follow you through all of it. We'll see if Titan can, start off with a good win here against Hellraisers, or if the CIS team is going to pull out some magic. Stico's already to bring a little bit low, but a nice headshot from Oscar, and he's such a strong pistol. I mean, he's just generally a nuts player right now. We'll see if he can continue, but oh, no, Smith's close with a double pistol headshot. Going for another one. He actually hits Mo at that angle and going for the third. Smith's wrecking Hellraisers right now, and backup is coming in here. RPK going to try and hunt down Angel, who's reloading in that corner, and there's not going to be any chance. What a round from Smith. Did he do it in the first half as well? That was beautiful. The timing to come into a boiler there was great.
Both pistols won by a Titan now. And in large part due to Smiths.
Yeah.
Triple kill in both of them as well. There's a balance, Anders, you see? T side, CT side. He believes, you know, the Half-Life 3 confirmed is basically the joke that I'm trying to get to eventually
Agent Smiths, I think, was another way to go, like the balance, you know, all that stuff.
There we go. He's tired, Anders. He's tired of this charade.
I feel like Smiths is like the big unknown quantity on this particular team.
Well, it's known that he can have questionable decisions, but then it's also known that he can have crazy rounds. So it's just, yeah, it's really tough to say what you're going to get from Smiths.
I feel like if you had to replace someone on this team, not saying that you necessarily do, but the finger almost always gets pointed at Smiths, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like to see more like that from Smiths. I mean, if the fact is, I think maybe people sometimes underestimate this, but if you could be like a specialist pistol player, you could probably earn your position on the team just by being able to win pistol rounds for them. Like, that in itself would be so valuable. I won't quite go on record and say that you can go to sleep for all the rest of the rounds if you win the pistol,
I was about to say, you know, because Envy are like,
but I mean, there is a sense in which, you know, people who do that have like a higher value, you know, just because of how much those pistol rounds matter. Unless you're playing Envy, it's true.
Yeah, exactly. Envy are just like, Fnatic used to be that way as well. I'll lose the, oh shucks, we'll just have to rock you in the second round with this force buy. I mean, look at this though. What is going on? Triple SMG, Tech 9, and a single AK picked up for Scream. Glad to see that's on Scream at least. Whereas Hellraisers, yeah, hard ego for them, no surprise there. Full USPs across the board, so there should be a slaughter. This is all just Titan saying, we want to make money. But you've got so many of these SMGs, not everybody's going to be able to actually gain. You know, RPK gets 1 kill, Smith gets 1. Okay, Shoxy gets another.
Well, he was trapped in here. They were actually coming from all angles, so that's a little bit unfortunate. But the money, it is being made around the map right now for Titan.
Yeah, it's just kind of questionable just because, you know, okay, yes, you're getting $600 per frag, but then, I mean, you're still investing a bit. Scream gets 300, so that's another one kill that basically nobody's going to benefit from with an SMG. Existence with the Tech 9, again, 300. So, you know, the SMGs, they only really got, you know, $1,200 out of it this round. Still, I mean, whatever. When you've got nearly 10,000 going into the buy round, I don't think you're too concerned.
Can you imagine what would happen in this game if you added interest to the money that you saved for each round? So if you save 4,000, then like you get whatever you get for winning or losing, but then
So
you also get
are
like,
we talking like a 2.5, you know, 2% interest?
yeah,
there,
like just like it would just make the game so weird. Be like, I don't want to buy an AWP now. I'll just go with the pistol another round.
It's not weird enough now where it's like shotguns, SMGs, pistols. Wait, if you buy a P90, you're not getting 600. You're only getting 3. You know, like you already have to do like some crazy mental gymnastics to get the math right if you're counting for your team.
Like,
now you want to add interest.
get a knife kill in the first round and then buy a negative in the second round because of the interest build up and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's a fast return on investment, actually, Anders. You know,
there we go. Well, a very important round here for Hellraisers, and they're already trading, and they're against like more SMGs. Somehow Titan have just stuck with them here, and there might have been a mistake as well. Oscar and then a grenade from Mo going to make life very tough here for the Frenchman.
Yeah.
Well, actually, for the Belgians.
Generous, rather.
We've only got the Belgians left here.
That's right, actually. Somebody get the pot of mayonnaise.
The waffles.
French fries.
Belgian fries.
Boom. Well, there you go. Scream. Another headshot. Actually, we got to kind of check the headshot percentage for Scream after this game because I think it's kind of getting out of hand. Mo picks off Existence, so it will be just Scream. Last man alive here. He's got that Molotov for up close, so that's not too shabby. But the bomb is dropped in library, so this is a little awkward for him. And he just decides to sack himself. So Mo with a triple kill in this round.
Yeah, those things always look a bit funny, don't they, when you see a pro player who just like walks out like that. But the fact is, he probably realizes the people he's playing against are so good that if he wants to walk out and sort of like, I'm just gonna like try and check every angle at once, he hopes that Molotov is gonna keep them back for a second, and that if someone is in here, he can get a better shot on them. It's not that he hasn't realized that someone could be in there. It's just that.
Was this going to be like fully updated? Let's see.
I have no idea.
Because it might just be for this half.
I don't think he's got 23% headshot ratio.
No. Alright, well, that's the problem because it resets at the half, so then it's just awkward. Alright, Stico takes out Scream, so, well, you know, that removes that question. You know, we don't have to worry about it anymore, Anders. And it's going to be man advantage here for Hellraisers, who just squeaked by. They're still very light on nades, though, so...
Look away, they re-smoke his position, so he's still just hiding in here while another 3 members have actually rotated on the site. Stico picking up the kill there. This is just very smart play from Hellraisers, and this bomb site is going to be very tough to get. I don't think Titan have anything they could do right now. Angel's going to be getting the 1 kill in there, and they're actually challenging Shocks, picking up a double. That might just turn it around. It's still a tough round for them. Stico has been playing this one very well so far, but oh no. Is he going to get shot in the back? Smith is coming just around the corner. Stico going down. That changes so much. His position was beautiful, but now, who knows? 40 seconds left.
Yeah, Smith had to get that kill. Now Shoxy, he's got to worry about this 1v2. I mean, they're both very low on HP here, Hellraisers, and he's going to plant for himself. Does he know that somebody's going to be coming out of apartments? However, nope, doesn't realize in time, and Mo is able to get the drop on him. So no joy there for Shoxy. At least they get the bomb plant Titan, but that was way too close. If Smiths could have got that kill on short, though, everything could have changed. And just look, Smiths. Well, it's not Smiths, but...
I miss Shocks.
So sad.
Looks like he's seen some awful things,
No, exactly, man. 1,000-yard stare, just empty. Smiths, why?
Why did you forsake me? Stico almost breaking into the double digits, but I mean, that was just a very smart round. Just hiding the smoke in here, walking out, getting the kill, and then ending up back in apartments. The round could have been over a lot further. I mean, it was a bit of an odd timing for him that Smiths came up and shot him in the back. Still pretty good play overall. 13-7 right here, and Titans still seem to be edging closer and closer to a win. Finally put a bit of a break on it here for Hellraisers in the second half. See if they can continue on that path. Titan don't have a lot of money, you can tell.
Yeah, they're actually really going for it here with 2 rifles and a Tech 9, and then decide to slow play it as well. They aren't going for that element of surprise where they just want to blow up onto a site. I mean, Hellraisers right now are also trying to play it a bit safe. They're not exactly sure what's coming at them, so... Well, now they know at least there's an AK in play, so they know what the buy is. But originally, at the beginning of the round, they did not want to run into some kind of eco rush. Instead, they're going to make the correct call. They've got 4 players over here on the A site, and Oscar to start things off, taking out Shoxy, so it's not going to get any easier here for Titan.
Oh, Angel going to walk out behind there. A lot of trading. Kucha, the last one left here in a 1 versus 2. That was a very, very quick round. And Oscar, he sort of... I think he hesitated running back into the site or back into library, and he kind of ended up doing neither. And then things weren't good. Scream, obviously going to be a headshot for the triple. 17 kills on him, 19 on Smith, and 25 on Shocks.
Wow. Shocks has still got that 2-for-1 going. Jeez.
Yeah.
But he has calmed down a little bit. He has calmed down just a touch. He's got 2 more rounds, though. So we need him basically to get, well, 3 this round. And then just slam them with, you know, a healthy 2. Get that 30 bomb, Shoxy. I mean, the main thing here is that Titan just need to have this be a decisive win for them. So we'll see if it's possible. Now they know an AWP is in play, so a little bit of information gained. Nice push by Angel. They're removing Smiths. He will get returned on by Existence, however. Rotation coming out from Hellraisers, but they realize we don't want to overcommit, boys. And they do leave a man behind at Arch. And that's actually going to be Oscar, so counting on the Deagle and the AWP for one site, and then they still have that rifle over on the B site.
Flashes going over to Arch. Still got a little bit of control on Banana here. I think they're just pretending right now. If they do head up at the B bomb site, then right now Mo and Kucha are going to be there. See if they can actually make this work. They've got no armor on Mo. That's going to make things very, very difficult. And Kucha, he might have to do pretty much everything on his own here.
Let's see. And he's just going to go charging through. Madness. Kucha, though, yeah, behind new boxes, picks up the first kill. Gets the second kill. Not going to pull off the third, though. RPK up close will take him out. But that you just had to believe for a second there, Anders.
Yeah, that was very well done by Chris. Not easy to get that double in the position that he was in. Oscar, all the way from back here with the AWP in hand. Behind the new boxes, he needs Stico to come in here and help to flush them out. He can't be the one walking into the bomb side first. Either that or you just run away. But there is a kit on the ground somewhere, I'm pretty sure. So he can go and maybe try and pick that up. Oscar going to be walking in here. He gets a shot on Scream, and he turns around, and RPK is going to be there for the triple kill. And Stico looking to get closer with the Deagle. Can he actually do this? He's got the kit as well, but he's not going to be fast enough. RPK with a quad kill. And Titan now at match and map point. He had 15 to 7.
Mm-hmm. And there's the little bit of lag, so it doesn't look like there is going to be any kind of comeback coming in here from Hellraisers.
You ruined it, Samla.
Oh, the mystery.
There might have been like a few very dim people in the audience who hadn't caught on yet.
Well, they're not dim. Maybe it's the first match of CS that they've watched, right?
That's true, but I prefer to think it the other way. It's more fun.
Hellraisers, I mean, it was a nasty spot. You know, they kind of went for the YOLO buy. It didn't work, so now it's just a full force for them. Titan fully equipped. No way that they should be losing this round. So let's see. Kucher's hoping to be able to play it up close. He does have support from Angel. Angel with the flash as well. He's actually going to be setting up that flash. If there's any noise, there it is. Flash goes out. Kucher takes the peek, doesn't spot anybody, and decides to just play it safe with the smoke.
Really not a lot of equipment here for Hellraisers to try and make this work, but obviously doing the very best that they can. I mean, that first half, there were so many close rounds. Then the Titan economy was all the time, like for the first 15 rounds, Titan's economy was just on the edge of being broken, and never was. So I can understand if Hellraisers is starting to get a little bit frustrated.
This might get a little awkward. Moo just made a lot of noise. He's hoping to be able to catch Shoxy off guard. Oscar, though, with 2 kills with the Nova. Not going to pick up a third, though. Scream is there to stop him cold, although Stico, man. Just a little bit of a peek.
The Shocks in existence left 2 versus 3 right now. Bomb's going to go down. Pretty good crossfire they've got set up right here, especially with Shocks getting a kill like that. It's going to make it really tough now. 2 versus 2. No kit on either player coming into the bomb site, so they've got to move quick, and that's not so easy when you're all the way in CT spawn still, and just now showing up for the fight here. Kucher being very slow. Existence getting the 1 kill, and Kucher walking through the smoke, and Shock's gonna pick up the kill. The triple, and I didn't actually see what he had at the end, but it must have been close to 30.
Yeah, he
at least like 28, 29.
I'm thinking he got that 2-9. So no 30 bomb from Shox. He's still pretty much like responsible, I think, for the really strong start for Titan to set the pace in this game. Clearly with the calls as well, he was just trying to establish dominance, not giving Hellraisers any breaks whatsoever. Really just on point today, Shoxy. That's leading by example.
Good to see Smith dropping triples in both pistols. That was definitely very good.
That certainly helped as well, you're right.
Well, the next game we've got coming up, we should have a schedule, because we didn't actually get to see the schedule before we got started, because we're so quickly into it. It should be in about 15 minutes, but in the meantime, you can tell here it's Na'Vi and Fnatic. Good times, because Fnatic have changed their lineup, and obviously we've got Dignitas and VP. Dignitas have changed their lineup, and then the 2 lineup changes are going to be playing each other.
I know, it's perfect. It's actually
the madness.
Pretty perfect timing for this, at least, because we're going to get plenty of opportunity to see just what happens with these new rosters. One of them, Fnatic, it's Dennis, so it's like 3 LGB players or ex-LGB players, and then 2 of the last 2 original Fnatic roster players. The original Fnatic to win the DreamHack Winter 2013 Major. That's Flusha and JW. That's it. That's Devilwalk is gone. Schneider is gone. Pronax is now gone.
He's now a denizen of Fnatic.
Well played. Nice. That was nice. I mean,
right.
I'm just a big fan because I was a big fan of LGB back in the day, that original LGB roster.
So many people were. I mean, actually, it's like I think a lot of people still have like almost like PTSD from the fact that they broke up and right when it seemed like it was going to be so exciting,
that big break. Yeah, I mean, that was at a time when we had 3 top tier Swedish teams, like 3 legitimately dangerous Swedish teams: Fnatic, NIP, and that LGB roster before Olofmeister and Crims, basically after being cast out into the wastelands. Just to roam. Pronax was there, reached out, he said, "Come with me, and we'll win back-to-back majors." Olofmeister was like, "Yes." And
now Pronax is the one who's been cast out into the,
Yeah, but then you have to wonder, if it's true that NIP are going to be changing up a lot. That's always been a massive problem for NIP. They've always lacked, that in-depth leader.
Can we get the rumor mill going?
Pronax to NIP.
I mean, I wish I knew something, but
I just think that the NIP players have got to be salty right now. They've got to be pissed. It's just like, well, everybody's changing rosters. They might not want to change when we're on the market again.
Well, there's
I
so much speculation that we could
right?
be doing.
Who needs
We're
a
going to be
break?
doing it all night. Don't worry, we'll keep going.
Yeah, exactly, right?
And Pimp's out of
yeah.
Now he did tweet, and I'm really happy about this. He said, like he was happy about his time in Danish and all that stuff, but he didn't feel like this was the end of anything. Like he was still just getting started and everything. So that's super cool. Pimp is just ridiculously hardworking. I can't believe that he's like he's as cool as he is.
It's just like when it comes to Pimp in particular, it's definitely a little rougher for him because I don't see him going up to TSM, right? So is there going to be some kind of like roster change to bring it in for?
The thing is, I don't know who he would replace on TSM, right?
Exactly. It's like you got. I mean, what does he replace Cajun?
That would be the only choice, really. I think at this point. But then I don't know if I would do that. It's a hard call to make. I can't make it.
Yeah, we could speculate like this all night. Maybe we should do a podcast, Anders.
We could. I think we pretty will.
Okay.
Really will.
So, guys, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have Fnatic versus Na'Vi as our next game here for the EEPL.
Right, and we're going to be live straight away here. No pause at all. They were quick to start the game, and Olofmeister's quick to get a couple of headshots here on Edward and Flamey already down. But Guardian is going to be in with a swift return. That means we're now in a 3 versus 3 here, and I'll be playing on the terrorist side of Dust 2. It's going to be Fnatic. The new lineup here. On the CT side, Dennis is now playing instead of Pronax. A pretty huge change for Swedish Counterstrike, you could almost say. Flusher right now holding on to the bomb site. That is a nice kill on Guardian. You can see him even trying to flick onto Seize then. Well, a little bit of delay. He's going to land a perfect headshot there, which is going to leave Zeus very much stranded on his own in the 1 versus 3 right now. Not an ideal position, especially in what Flusher is going to be wrecking him like that. That's going to be a great start for Fnatic here. Already done with a triple kill for Flusher. And Fnatic now off to a 1-0 lead. And I have Sumler back with me.
You found me, bro.
I was getting worried for a second.
Well, when nature calls. All right, there we have it. So, I don't even get to do my tweet now.
No tweet.
No tweet? No.
You can do it in the
make it
meantime
happen.
if you want.
Make it happen.
You can do that. And in the meantime, it's a fairly respectful buy coming out of Fnatic here. I mean, the 2 SMGs, but then FAMAS, P90, the M4 in play. They've certainly got a little bit to stop whatever armor Na'Vi might be having, which really isn't that much. Just 1 head armor and then a couple of body armors there on Cease and Zeus. So I think Fnatic are going to be just fine in this round. Flusher playing up on the bomb site, and they don't have any grenades to root him out here. So he can just stay and take pop shots and duck in behind the box here. If they had a Molotov, then he would have had to have moved, and that could have actually been a bit dangerous. So just the lack of grenades, I think, is going to make this life, or this round here, very tough for Na'Vi.
Yeah, this is it. The pressure is going to be on. First shot there from Olofmeister. Unfortunately, he doesn't realize that Flamey's at his back, and Flamey is somehow still alive with 1 HP. The man at long is not able to pick up the kill either. Trying to play it safe is Dennis, and well, Dennis will find a headshot on Guardian. That's important. JW takes out Flamey, but then Edward is there and seized with the drop on him. He's actually going to drop right down onto Crims. But that was a little bit too much.
Crims up there, but Edward is on top as well. And a little bit of damage on Crims there, trying to see if he can make it up around the box. Edward still playing there and instantly headshot. And that's the lack of head armor there, just taking him out in 1 bullet. And Fnatic, they're just barely going to win this round. But I think that double jump off the ledge here, that was too much. They weren't expecting that.
How have you touched on the fact that this is a really solid map for Fnatic to experiment a little bit? To start feeling out how Dennis is going to fit into the roster, etc. I mean, Dust 2 is the map where it relies a little bit more on aim.
It's true.
Relies a little bit more on the duels.
And it's a map where, I mean, I don't know, Na'Vi have sometimes in the past convinced themselves.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, a little bit. Especially because they don't have that much equipment. I mean, I guess Guardian didn't have a lot anyway, but still. Galil and a little bit of armor there. You're right, though. It's a nice map to be playing around with. Just got to be careful that Guardian doesn't get that AWP up and running.
Oof, yeah, and then what is this? He has the Galil now as well.
Yeah.
Instead of Zeus. All right, well, Flush is deciding to play it pretty far back. Decides to stand up as well. Gonna try and tombstone Guardian. He's gonna chuck that nade in, but luckily for Na'Vi, they get out of harm's way. So just taking a little bit of damage. Olofmeister flashes his way onto Cat. Not sure if he spotted the second man there, though. So now it gets a little bit tricky, but they will have a follow-up smoke, and Flush is going to be able to block that off, relying on the SMG to stop any kind of rush coming through. Na'Vi, though, in true Na'Vi style, not really rushing things. They've got control of long now, at least. Holding out on Pit. They can start working their way up Cat. Look to accomplish this A split.
Seized, playing around with a scout and doing some good damage here to the Fnatic lineup. Still 33 seconds up on the bomb side here. Olaf, what are you doing with these shadow daggers out? There are people coming to rush this bomb site. In fact, I'm quite convinced that Olaf has probably got some sort of issue with his mouse or keyboard there, because that did not look quite right. Look at the spray from Flusher. How did he transfer it onto Guardian? He goes down, and now it's all on Flamey here in a 1 versus 4. So in spite of Olaf Meister not really being much used there, still works out just fine.
Can you see it coming, Anders? Because I can.
Tell me.
It's going to be time for our best buddy to join back up.
Ooh.
It's going to be time for
Could we have Vugo back in here?
our hero. Because that looked like Olaf Meister was lagging out to me.
I mean, he was even talking the big talk yesterday, Vugo, on Twitter. I mean,
Well, that was also Exist. Notice how Exist, he likes to talk smack, but as soon as he gets called out, where is he? What happened? Come on, Exist. 1v1 me, bro.
all right, you're really gonna make this happen, are you?
Yeah. I mean, sure, he has like a whole lot more to lose than I do. You know, I imagine he actually loses to me. It's a possibility, people. It's a real possibility.
You should just play that 1v1, and if you get the first kill, all you have to do is take off your headset, stand up, and be and bow. That's it. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Just ask Apollo what happened. You know, like we play this best of 5. He's like, if you take 1 map off of me, Semler, I'll give you 50 euros. I'm like, deal. Lets his guard down map 3. Win that 1 map, Anders. That's it. I'm the only man in history to have won a best of 5 by winning 1 map.
All right, that's pretty good, actually. He gave you 5
Yeah, I never
chances.
let him forget it.
How did you win it? Please tell me it was like a cannon rush or something.
No.
Oh.
It was my patented 15-minute 15 muta play straight into the base. I'm so sad though, man. I am so sad because the Twitch VOD got deleted.
Oh.
When Twitch redid their VOD system, we didn't back it up. So.
Oh right, yeah.
So the VOD is gone. That was it was a thing of beauty. It was a thing of beauty. Sean was so mad.
I cannon rushed my way into like mid-diamond or something.
yeah, I know you have no shame.
It was hilarious. People get so angry.
You have no shame. Yeah, I don't know. That would probably be one of the worst.
If I knew how to play Zerg, then it would be the 6 pool every time.
6 pool is actually pretty challenging and fun though. A whole lot harder to do than cannon rushing.
Action Jesus, never forget.
Back to CSGO. Yeah, still waiting. Exist. Still waiting. But Vugo, come on. Are we really gonna get Vugo back? This would be brilliant.
I feel like it's time.
It's gonna be really, really frustrating for Fnatic though, considering they don't want to be losing any matches. I mean, sure, they're still second in the league. They've only given up 3 losses so far. They're nearly complete, but they don't want to make it any easier for the 3rd place in the league. You know, they don't want to make it any easier for anybody coming up to maybe sneak a weird win in there and somehow get that spot at the LAN. So every map still counts.
Plus, you just know that when you make a lineup change and a really, really big one like this, you've got to appreciate that Pronax has led 3 teams to a major championship, right? So when you switch out a player like that, Vugo is here.
Oh yes, it's time. And I like how they don't even trust him with the rifle.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Dennis has got 3650, but you're gonna get an MP9, Vugo.
It's got the BB gun. Well, I mean, the fact is, when you switch out a player like that, if you don't win like all your matches for the first year, people are going to be like, wait a minute, maybe they should have made that change. That was a big mistake. So
14-4 actually. Yeah, 14-4 is the updated score. Dennis is just going to go ahead and get some work done here, drawing the attention, and then Vugo goes in, heroically sprays, and doesn't hit a single bullet. Triple kill for Dennis, double for Flesha, and Vugo fittingly with the 0.
He was providing a suppressive fire. Maybe what we could do, because we were wrecking him yesterday, maybe what we could do is try and make everything he does look really good today instead.
Okay, I'm down. We can trade that up.
Try and change it around like that.
A little bit of a challenge, but, you know, I'm always up for a challenge, Anders.
All right, unfortunate stand-in situation for Fnatic here, but we'll see if they can make it work. Anyway, they are leading 4-0 right now. Guardian did hit the crossing shot on Krim, so end up taking him down, and a nice push here at Dennis and Flusher. And actually, Flusher's still going to leave Dennis behind. Dennis does drop the bomb carrier, but gets killed by Edward. So a little bit of a shame there. JW sneaking up on the other side. Fnatic playing maybe a little bit disjointedly right now. I was sort of wondering why Flusher wasn't just following Dennis there.
Yeah, they kind of left him out to dry. So, well, Edward, pre-fire from JW, saw that shadow on the ground. Well played on his part. Edward decides to actually just walk in there. So that's a little unfortunate for Edward, deciding to challenge there. But that leaves Na'Vi in a bit of an awkward spot, and we have to see if Guardian is going to be able to come up big. Now that he has his AWP, this could be his time to shine. The only thing that Guardian right now is looking to do is avoid Vugo, because that guy is going to wreck him. So Guardian, find JW, find Chris, find Flusha, go everywhere else, man.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell he's in the corner here, looking deadly too. He's got the cross. He's got the Crims there to help him out. Crims, is he going to come and help out his teammate? Vugo, spraying. He's going to get the kill. Of course he will. Seized. They're going to go down. Crims with the follow-up. Vugo getting close to Guardian. Oh, he actually hits that shot, Guardian. And JW there to pick him off. So 5-0. And solid defense there. Vugo picking up the first kill.
Exactly, and that's like masterful play on Vugo's part, because what he's doing is he's setting it up for Crims. He's drawing the attention over to Carr, and that gives Crims the opportunity to peek from the doors, get his follow-up frag, just whittle Na'Vi down. So Vugo definitely coming in big for the team there. That's exactly what Fnatic need from him.
It's the confidence of that first kill that really matters. Sixth round is coming up, and Fnatic not too hindered by losing all of Meister here. Instead, they're up 5-0, and Na'Vi needing to do maybe just a little bit more right about now. It's down to 2-4-1. It's been some close rounds every once in a while, but mostly Fnatic have done a good job of staying alive.
Yeah, they have actually got a very solid economy going into the sixth round here. So it's all the pressure is on Na'Vi not to take damage from that nade, and Guardian does a pretty good job of it, only dropping 10 HP. Flusha going for a bit of the jump peak there, but let's see how things pan out here as Na'Vi are once again kind of gathered up, and it does look like Na'Vi really want to favor this A split. They're setting it up for like pretty much the identical play that they went for earlier. They've had some success. It's been pretty close on the A site, so Na'Vi feel like they need to take the fight here again. And, you know, again, this is coming down to them just, you know, wanting to avoid Vugo at all costs. But unfortunately for them, Vugo's holding from pit. So they're going to be in for a bit of a rude surprise here, Na'Vi, when they come out here and figure out that the beast is waiting.
Yeah, he's down here. He's got the double flash as well. Only about 30 some seconds left now. Smoke goes up from Catwalk. A flashbang in there. And Vugo, he's got his shades on, not flashed at all. Ready with the M4. They're going to try and push up. Instant headshot on one. Goes for a second on Vugo, wrecking them with a double kill. Extremely lucky kill, obviously, there from Flamey. Yeah, randomly hitting the shot. And Vugo does go down. So now it's 2 versus 2. The bomb is going to be planted here for Na'Vi.
This is actually not too shabby for Na'Vi, because they still have the man alive over at Long. So it's going to come down to whether Crims can get the drop on Flamey. Crims has no nades to make this any easier for him either. So he needs to catch Flamey looking the wrong way. And what a reaction from Flamey. 90 degrees, takes Crims' face off, and now it's all down to JW, but they've lost control of Long, so he's going to have to worry about getting shot in the back, and Guardian is not giving him any targets to work with for a split second there. He had the chance, JW, but it's just not going to happen. He gets caught, and Na'Vi, they're on the board. They get their first round, Anders.
Really, really good job. That look was actually going to get rough. And all joking aside, that was a really good double from Vugo down there. Just slowing down that whole push. But the rest of the A bomb side didn't hold up quite as well. So 5-1, and we're moving into the 7th round.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for... what's really unfortunate is just that Crims wasn't able to get the kill onto Flamey, because that was ideal. And whoa. Okay, Guardian. Headshot onto JW. There we go. This is what Fnatic have to be a bit worried about, really. Once this guy gets rolling, I mean, Na'Vi aren't so far behind in the half yet. If Guardian has that AWP, if he can start really applying it here in the half, it's going to get real nasty for the Swedes. Even with the likes of Vugo on the team, you know, one man is only capable of so much, Anders.
They can't expect him to carry everything. I mean, he's also doing the coaching for the team. I feel like they're slacking off a bit right now. Guardian just doing damage all over the place. It is getting to be a little bit scary. Right now, still more than a minute left, and sneaking up towards this bomb site here. Flusha holding close, but he's got so little health. I don't see him actually being able to hold on to this. And if he goes down, well, they do line up, and Flusha triple kill, and that's going to be it. And Edward landed a headshot on Vugo down on Long, but he's going to be alone. Vugo courageously taking one for the team, slowing down Edward, who had to, you know, spend some time down there. That's going to be it. I mean, that slowdown was just enough that Crims got the kill, so really just full credit to Vugo, I think, and that's going to be 6-1.
That's the thing. Easy work for Crims there. Vugo had the hard job, did exactly what was necessary. He knows what it's all about, and you're right. With a mind like his, after that, you know, just getting the headshots, it's the easy part.
Yeah.
So this guy,
this
is just godlike. What is this? Doesn't see the. I mean, he legitimately could have gone for the quad there as well. He just didn't spot Flamey making it over to Gandalf. But this wrecks Na'Vi now. 1 round on the board. They get that 1 win. It resets their economy, and now Na'Vi right back in the hole again. Fnatic, their economy doesn't even get broken. They can all afford double op even. And Flush is going to be starting us off strong here, taking out Flamey. Goes for the re-peek and takes out Edward as well. And he could even get a triple. He knows the third man is there. He saw that pistol go across the door. So that's a lot of information gained. Dennis lurking in mid will pick up 1, and it's going to be down to Guardian now. Last man alive, and of course, just can't hang with Vugo. Vugo takes that peek and removes him from the map.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't even in at the beginning. Olofmeister, he's missing those kills right there, and he's almost tied with Crims and JW. I mean, it's just impressive.
All right, well, now, yeah.
7-1.
They dodge it so close, Fnatic. If Na'Vi could have just chained 2 rounds together, Fnatic would have been just wrecked economically, but that one solid anti-eco there just puts Fnatic right back into it. They've got 3 guys with solid bank going into the next round. Na'Vi just cannot catch a break. They have to go for the buy with limited nades now, so it doesn't even get any easier for them.
Look at this push all the way over into Upper Dark here. This is a pretty good strategy coming out here from Fnatic and Flamey, just missing what's going on up here. So if he tries to come back up, that might get a little bit dangerous. He's going to make it up the stairwell. Instant headshot on Flusher, and Crims will survive, but that was actually a little bit lethal. Still got 2 people on this bomb site, Dennis and Crims, and Na'Vi might be thinking there's only 1.
Yeah, that's the issue, because he has to go back in there and get that op. He does not want to leave that for Na'Vi to pick up. Na'Vi not going to care, though. Edward just challenges in mid. He hits that headshot on Dennis, but Crims is there to stop Seized from going in for the flank. Now that leaves the 3 players here for Na'Vi going up B slope. 2 of them, in fact. 1 of them lurking behind, and Crims takes another kill with him. That's 3 kills for the Madman. But this is where Vugo, it's his time to shine. Just goes barreling in top mid. Unfortunately for him, he has no idea that Edward is lurking in lower dark. This might cost him. Edward going to be able to get that kill for free. Vugo just not able to go ahead and, you know, whip around fast enough there to get that refrag. Or save his life, rather.
Yeah, I think he was, like, tactically so far ahead, Vugo, that he just, you know, he wasn't counting on Edward just being in such a silly position.
And that's the issue, right? JW is just going to go for the peak, but that's the issue. When you have, like, the top tier playing against a lower tier, they have to dumb down their game. But Vugo, he's so far ahead, even dumbing down his game, it's just not enough.
Yeah. Couldn't do it. 7-2, and moving into that 10th round. And I mean, it's good to see Na'Vi getting a little bit on the board here. Also because it does kind of fracture Fnatic's economy at least a little bit. Could tell they've used almost all of their money. Vugo, of course, the richest, putting in the most work, so not really surprising.
The Guardian's got that op again, so that's what they have to worry about now, Fnatic. He had the scout last round, wasn't able to really get too much done with it, but the op, we already see the Guardian's kind of, you know, starting to warm up a little bit as well. He's holding top mid, hoping for somebody to peek into mid from CT, but Fnatic playing this one very carefully. Vugo's actually going for a little bit of a tricky spot. That's I think that's one of GetRight's old favorite spots when he used to hold long. So yeah, he's just waiting to see if somebody's going to be committing here from Longhouse. If they try and work their way out, he can try and go for a bit of a peek, pull a fast one on him.
Yeah, but you can kind of already tell they're a little bit worried about that. You know, they don't want to get anywhere near. So just Edward, fear in his eyes, backing off from long, sensing the imminent danger of Vugo down towards that pit. So they're going to try and sneak out the middle. Flusher and Crims are having a pretty good crossfire right now with the backup of JW. Going to pick up the 1 kill there. If they try and make it out, they've got the smoke up and running. Flusher going to be trying to run his way through. He gets the 1. Can't transfer the kill, and now JW goes down to the backline. Crims alone in the bomb site, getting shot through the door. The flashbang preventing him from getting the kill. Finally going to pick it up on Zeus, and now it's a 2 versus 3. And Seized and Flamey are going to be left here trying to get the bomb down. They will be successful. And Crims and Dennis in the front lines. Vugo, obviously the captain, the VIP in the back corners here, just letting his teammates, you know, go in first, and then he can come and clean it up.
Exactly. This is a true team player. He's setting up his teammates to shine. He knows that he can get the frags if he needs to, but he's just going to go ahead and give Dennis a helping hand. Dennis, though, just runs right into Flamey, but Crims trades up. Sees, though, from Upper Dark is going to take out Crims, and it's going to come down to the man himself. Vugo just waiting to see if Sees is going to make that mistake, but he realizes he just doesn't have the time. He doesn't have the time to get that defused. Instead, probably going to back off, see if he can't save a gun. Is there an op anywhere? No, just an AK, so he's not going to be able to actually make the big save here.
And if you just look at it as sort of it's an isolated scenario here, I mean, everybody else from Fnatic wasting like all the equipment and Vugo just trying to keep on to it here. It's just, yeah, a little bit shameful that the rest of them can't do that.
I mean, this is just the moment, right? You know, that he's been waiting for. Time to dust off his hands. He gets that AK. This is the only tool that he needs. And, well, Vugo's a generous god. he's going to go ahead and hand that over to Flusha. So he decides, I'm going to give Na'Vi a chance. I'm going to go for the Deagle. I've got the Kevlar. If they take a fight with me, they're going to feel the pain, right? So Flusha actually just going to go charging straight up mid again. This could get nasty because Zeus, he's ready for this. He's holding the angle. Flusha can't get the kill fast enough. And it's going to be a two-man advantage now for Na'Vi as they find JW as well. Guardian on point right now.
I mean, this is the kind of confidence you can only have if you are a champion like Vugo. Otherwise, you know, you try and hold on to that AK, trying to see if you can keep it going. And look at that, he almost gets that kill on Seized, I think it was. And yeah, Dennis, I mean, all he had to do was tickle him and he would be gone. It's just Vugo getting some damage in on Seized there. And it's going to be 7-4 right now. We'll see now, Na'Vi probably going to regret what they've started in Vugo. You can tell he's fired up, he's angry. Still,
deep breaths.
Still a good round lead here for the Fnatic team. But being Dust 2, Na'Vi are definitely catching up. And Guardian going to be out on long. He's trying to get that shot. Vugo's just way too fast, getting around in the corner. Flusha goes down. Not nearly as swift as Vugo is, not as precise.
That's the thing. Vugo now going to decide to perhaps get some PT in there, physical exercise. Clearly a little bit too slow with those shoulder peaks. So he's going to have to show him how it's done. He's falling back to CT, so this might be the man right here to stop everything for Na'Vi. If Na'Vi do decide to try and push on to B, because they've just sent Seized over there to try and get some information, knows that that site could be open, and Fnatic have to go for a bit of a gamble right now. So Vugo, the linchpin, the man playing in the middle, he could make the difference here.
See, he's sneaking in there. Guardian is right around the corner with that AWP. Bit of a lucky time there for Guardian, really. Dennis and Crims are going to be left now 2 versus 5, and I think if Dennis can end up going down, I feel like if that had been Vugo left here, probably would have been one round, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that's the main issue, man. This is the problem with being so good, is that it can also work against you, where they just turn it into, we have to find Vugo, and then they get such a big boost of confidence once they finally take him out that they're just not going to be stopped, Na'Vi. So, you know, Vugo right now, this is the issue with being, you know, a god tier player, is that you gotta find that balance. You have to rally the troops at this point and make sure that your teammates, they're going to be confident enough that when you're dead, they can still pull through and win the round.
Yeah, you can see Vugo getting baited a little bit there by Flusha, and that's obviously, it's not a nice thing to do. Flusha should have been there for Vugo. You gotta make the star players shine on your team. So it doesn't work when you just don't give him that kind of backup that he needs. Right now it's 3 versus 5, and it's pretty much an all Deagle round coming out of Fnatic right now. They've lost 3 players, and now we are cruising right back into this game in a pretty impressive fashion. They've won 4 rounds in a row, about to be a 5th here. We'll see.
Actually, they're turning it around. I mean, I would still say that considering the current meta on Dust 2, right now Fnatic, they're still doing pretty good work. 7 rounds on the CT side. They can still set themselves up to get an 8th. Na'Vi, ideally, they would be wanting to end this round 9-6, somewhere along those lines. So they want to come out ahead on the T side. They want to be able to just, you know, pour that into their CT side, have a few rounds to play with. So Fnatic, they're still in a favorable position, and, you know, of course, we're able to go for the full buy. So Na'Vi are definitely not out of the woods yet.
I haven't even seen those medals there from Na'Vi, but
that's the latest one, isn't it?
Yeah. That looks fantastic.
Whoa, triple off from Na'Vi.
Oh, so are they going to keep on? They're going to throw some of them away. I mean, they feel the confidence with the money and everything. And if you look at the money, it's actually not a bad buy for them anyway. Even though they wasted as it were a lot of money, they still got enough to buy for the 15th round, even if they were to lose this one. So
they're just going to be very frustrated with the fact that, you know, it was JW that they tagged and not Vugo.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, that's going to be
any little edge you can get against Vugo. That's why they've invested that money. They're like, listen, guys, we're desperate at this point. We really need to do something big.
I think you can get a sense for how much confidence they have in him, because, you know, the rest of Fnatic just cowering away in this corner of the map, while Vugo's just left in charge of all of this stuff here. They've all alone.
I mean,
so
you can count on this man.
Yeah.
Just his presence over here. You can see Na'Vi, they've just left one guy over here, and he's actually kind of like the sacrificial lamb, Edward. Really, you know, Na'Vi are like, well, you know, we got to feed something to Vugo just to buy time, Edward. So please, just be that man. Make the sacrifice. Let us get up onto that A site. Much rather deal with Flusha and Dennis, honestly, if you're Na'Vi.
I think Edward putting in a grenade over at long, and now they're going to try and see if they can make it up catwalk quick here. Na'Vi looking to take another round and equalize the score if they can. Guardian going to be taking one down now. Dennis all alone on the bomb site, and backup is far away indeed. Flamey going to pick up that kill, and Vugo just wondering why his teammates are leaving like that. Once that flank is open, I mean, they're just giving him up. They're sacrificing him right now. It's just not good enough.
There's only so much you can do. And well, he's definitely got to be wondering, you know, flush at Dennis. Come on, Dennis. We just traded Pronax for you. How are you letting us down? Shots and there. Okay,
Nice
JW.
shot.
I mean, low impact frags, honestly, right now. Unless he could find, I mean, this is just not even going to happen, really. He's hoping to be able to hold on to the AWP. That was going to be the big play, but the fact that he just leaves his back open like that. Vugo wouldn't have made that mistake, obviously. Vugo would have just been able to go straight up mid, right? He'd have known, but
15th round, and I mean, right now I feel like the rest of Fnatic are just failing horribly to utilize Vugo to the full extent of his abilities. Okay, the Penta Orb right now on Navi's side, trying to make the cross here. They hit no shots at all, so a lot of money being invested here. JW trying to see if he can pave the way. Finally, they've got a bit of a shield here, so Vugo can really shine. It's going to be Zeus going down, Guardian with the kill, and Vugo cleverly covering the backlines, realizing that that suicide miss from JW. I mean, it's no reason to follow a crazy.
that's kind of what he expects of JW, right? Go in there, if you're lucky, you know, trade up a couple of kills. And he's looking for the big haul, but it's not going to be the case. Navi, they realize that he's hanging on to Cat, so they decide to peek a little bit later, just wait for the Beast to move on. And it's a 4-on-4 situation now. Navi still have the edge here. They have all the nades necessary, whereas Fnatic very light on the nades. Vugo full flash, not able to get the shot off, and seized with the double kill to open up A site.
Where was the backup? There's no backup at all.
No hope at all in this situation, man.
2 versus 4, Crims and Dennis left and Guardian jumping down, shooting in mid-air. That's going to be the round here. What a comeback from Navi. 8-7. They just make a full run at the end there, picking up 7 rounds in a row. That's impressive. And they end up actually leading the half in spite of everything that Vugo did to try and stop that. His teammates just weren't up for it.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's just like, this is what we talk about when, you know, you get godlike players on the server, right? Guardian. Even Guardian can't carry Navi alone. Somebody has to, you know, kind of help out sometimes, right? Shoxy for Titan. I mean, these kinds of names, right? Vugo, right now, it's the same situation for him. Unfortunately, the rest of Fnatic, they're kind of just, you know, leaving him hanging.
Yeah, can't just leave it up to one man like that.
So now the question is, you know, how does it go on the T side? You know, how are they going to approach this, Fnatic? Considering, well, what's interesting, I mean, this is
I mean, I'm wondering if there's a bit of jealousy in play here for the Fnatic members. If it's just a question that they know if they let him shine so much that, you know, what's going to be left for them, right?
That's true.
So actually, they might have like a personal interest in not letting Vugo be, you know, 100% Vugo.
That's actually, you know, a good point, Anders. I mean, roster changes all over the place. It's clearly a Swedish shuffle. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
Well, Scandinavian shuffle, given, you know, Dignitas. Dignitas also will be getting to watch that new roster play tonight as well, guys. So that's going to be pretty cool. So we're seeing the new Fnatic roster play, and we're going to get Dignitas, and they're even going to close out the night facing off against each other.
So nobody wants to be at the edge, right? Because you could get knocked off by Vugo at any point, just replaced on that team.
I mean, that's the thing, man. Vugo, he's been around for so long. He can speak Danish as well. So everybody's afraid at this point.
It's no joking matter. Should be going into the second half here in just a couple of minutes. It's going to be Navi and Fnatic, obviously, second half on Dust 2 here for the ESEA Pro League. And we've got 2 more matches after this one coming up. Another Fnatic match against Dignitas, and then Dignitas are also going to be playing Virtus.Pro. So it should be tons of fun. And obviously Dignitas with that new lineup featuring Config and Rubino. That's going to be fun.
Oh, that's going to be so sick. I really want to see Config, because I honestly, when Dignitas went for the roster change initially, where they removed, well, why am I blanking now?
I don't know.
Why am I blanking? Oh, when they removed Schneider.
Yeah.
Yeah. When they removed Schneider, I thought that Config, honestly, the timing where Config, you know, leaves SK Gaming,
yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, he's going to go over to Dignitas. This guy is like the crazy talent over on SK. He's just doing mass damage. We're going to think like this would be a natural pickup for Dignitas. They're going to see the potential in this guy, bring him on. They brought in Tensky, still a solid choice, but not the choice that I was expecting. So the fact that now he is on the roster, I still think that Dignitas can do some serious damage. Sure, they lost AZ, but I think Config, with a little polish, can definitely, you know, reach those heights as well.
I hope so. I'm very interested to see it working out. I mean, I sort of feel bad because I really think Pimp deserves like a super solid lineup, and I actually had the feeling that maybe this Dignitas team was going to be it. It looked like it for a while at least. On the other hand, I feel like Rubino is also just like a really hard-working player, and I want to see him find a good home, right? So I'm kind of like torn, you know. It's
between Pimp and Rubino.
Yeah, like it's a little bit like that.
One. It's a tough one, yeah, because Rubino's like he's just one of those guys, just insanely hardworking.
Yeah, very skilled players. So. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky. I used to play with a guy called Rubiano.
Rubiano?
Yeah. Like,
there's a weird symmetry happening here.
Like a very, very, very long time ago. I kind of want to tell the story, but at the same time it doesn't...
Not really hardworking at all?
Well, it doesn't make any sense because nobody's around who can remember it, but yeah, a long time ago. Something called Fight Club Clan, I think he was slightly a part of.
Wait, what did you just say?
Fight Club Clan.
Okay, never mind.
What?
Okay, I am still in my teens. So, yeah, we're just killing time here, guys. I'm only guessing right now that Fnatic, they're so afraid that Vugo's going to shame them all that they're just waiting, crossing their fingers, hoping that Olofmeister will come back.
You know, I found someone who could remember that name, Rubiano, and it was Sonic from the coach at Dignitas.
Well, yeah, didn't you guys have like a real stroll down memory lane?
Yeah, he's old enough to remember like really, really ancient players from the Danish scene like that. Good old times.
That's good memory as well, man. Well, I mean, it might... I'm not sure how long... I mean, it has to be in the rules. I mean, this hasn't really been an issue so much. Obviously, having long breaks between halves, but there must be like a time limit on that as well. So at some point, we're actually just going to have to force it and get it going.
You have to imagine what's happening right now is that Vugo's just wrecking them on TeamSpeak, saying this is unacceptable. If you want me to be part of this team, or if you want to be part of this team, then you're going to have to step it up. It can't just be all on me.
It's only so much one man can do.
Yeah. I mean, unless they find a way to clone him, of course.
In which case, well, I mean, you know, it's the second reign of Fnatic.
Yeah, that would be that would definitely be very tough on everybody else.
There were times when, you know, people were talking about cloning GetRight. And, you know, yeah, GetRight's good. But why was Vugo not in the game? It's because everybody knew that it would just wreck the game. He would be so powerful, the game would be imbalanced. And it was just been completely unfair, right? It was still fresh in everybody's memories. You know, the 87-0 NIP run. What would have happened if Vugo would have just dominated for the next 2 years, right? It just wouldn't have been fun. It would have killed the CSGO scene. Nobody would have been watching that because everybody would have known Vugo's just going to win.
I'm gonna follow this guy on Twitter. A guy called Nikolai Masson, who actually remembers not just Rubiano but also his girlfriend Bambi that I remember too. That's tons of fun. Oh wow. Okay.
So now everybody who tweets that you remember Rubiano, Anders is going to follow you.
Yeah, pretty much at this point. Oh, man. I've actually been horribly struggling to find people who remember anything about Danish Counterstrike.
How does it feel to be old, Anders?
Before 2005, it's really, really bad. Because well, it's insane because I think people in the future probably won't have this issue because there will be, like, actual internet records. But, like, you know, if you try and go back and look at like, what happened in the Danish scene back then, it's almost all gone. I don't know where it is. Like I've been trying to find like old frag movies that were like just
some
Danish
like frag level stuff where it's like people just lost the servers.
It is stuff like that, yeah. And plus, I don't think anyone at the time thought maybe Counterstrike could be a game that could be, you know, there for like several decades. Like some of us have been playing Counterstrike for like 15 years, right? So at the time, no one obviously thought that, and it just turned out to be the case. But now it's
did Pendragon take the VODs as well?
I don't know. I ended up
the CS VODs on top of
running away with all that stuff. I mean, the clan base is gone. Why can't you go and like search the clan base records? I know there's like the Internet Archive, and you can like go back and like the time machine story, but it's not quite the same, right? I really wish someone had like a full clan base archive of every like team and every position like that. That would be fun.
The real question is, do we still have all of the VODs of when our old channel, you know, all the VODs that we had on our old channel, do we still have all those VODs on YouTube? Or have they disappeared as well?
No, I think they're all on there somewhere.
On what? On the Room on Fire Studios?
On the Nip Gaming TV.
They're on the Nip Gaming TV one?
Yeah, I think they are.
So guys, if you guys want to take a stroll down memory lane, you know, if you want some fun times, right?
Please don't.
You're gonna listen to Anders and I commentating like 2 years ago.
I think the ones from podcast are still on YouTube.
Please don't. Yeah. Please mute the VODs when you do.
Really awful. Yeah.
Please mute the VODs when you do. But there are like all of the old VODs basically from like when CS:GO was first servers like starting to pick up speed, ramp up. It's all there. You guys can go and watch like crazy old metas of how the game like used to be played back then, and you could actually get an idea of how it's evolved. So that's all out there on the YouTube. Definitely worth it to just have a watch, right? Because it's pretty hilarious when you see some of the old strats and just some of the old changes to the game and stuff as well, right? Even before there was an A1 in the game.
I remember a lot of people.
There was a time when there were no skins in CSGO.
There was a time, yeah. Well. I mean, 1.6 had skins. They just weren't sellable skins. They were just customly installed to wreck the game slowly.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, really, tell me more.
Søren here is also saying, like, from Boomtown. Yeah, they used Boomtown was like a LAN center that had like multiple LAN centers all around Denmark. So yeah. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Later on, I think they played at a place called Playtown with a bunch of other people too. A kind called Novice. So yeah, this memory trip doesn't make any sense to anybody but me.
I was about to say, like,
but I'm
not even
enjoying
following
it
on this one, bro.
Yeah, I'll show you one day.
I'm kind of scared to like refresh my Twitter now. There's 56. Yeah, okay, this is gonna be. Whatever, we're gonna wait.
Is it gonna be all people just trolling?
I
more than we are?
I clicked it. Oh no, they're doing Chuck Norris jokes with the man. Vugo once threw a nade and got an ace, then it exploded.
Oh my god.
Alright, shout out to Pontus Young.
Alright, well, Favor has also got some other people like SPX, Jerry, who used, like, later on, this guy called Jerry, he was my absolute hero. He played on a team level that was, later on, that was called Level Jerry. He's so good at the game back then. And then Remy, yeah, all good times. I really wish it was possible.
Yeah, man.
Build a time machine somewhere I would take you back and show you what it was like.
You don't want to take me back and like see something that was actually like cool, Anders?
This would be cool, trust me. This would be so cool.
Okay. Is it shaped as a police call box?
I think what must be a little bit trickier and hard to understand for people now is that, at least the way that the Danish community worked back then, this is something that doesn't really happen in Counterstrike anymore, but people would play on like local, like, well, not local, but like certain server communities, right? And there were like some people who would jump from different servers, right? But if you were like a player playing on like the UB servers, then that's where your home was, and you would know people playing on the UB servers. So you'd mainly stick around there, and then some people play on the Boomtown servers, and they would be on there, right? So you have like different communities. But there was no matchmaking, so people just joined, servers with 24 people on them, or.
Wow.
So yeah, but that's how people played Counter-Strike. All the matchmaking stuff, and then if you were really hardcore, you'd obviously have IRC, and you would go in there and you'd look for like mixed teams and all that stuff, and that would be like the pro way of playing. But all the matchmaking stuff pretty much didn't exist. So some of these people, and I clearly remember it when I made the change from playing on whatever like random server I was playing on to playing on like UB and Boomtown, which were like the high. That's where like the skilled people were playing on public, all public stuff, right? That's where they were playing, and we were so sure they were cheating. They were so good.
Well, I'm gonna come back to the matter at hand.
Go on,
guys. Na'Vi are breathing a sigh of relief. It looks like Vugo's off the server, so they feel like they might actually have a chance of winning this map now. Na'Vi, Guardian, they're definitely happy about this. Be sure to go and follow Vugo as well.
Yeah,
what is his? Damn it!
I think it's Vugo CS or something.
Yeah, it's Vugo CS. I have him. God damn it! I thought that I had it up on my screen, and then I lied to myself. I messed it all up. It is
just Vugo.
Just Vugo. VUGGO. Go and follow him on Twitter.
Yeah, you should
give him
do
love. Because we love him to bits as well. Immense respect for the guys. If you guys are thinking that we're actually serious with our trolling, sorry, but we're just actually trolling. He is definitely one of the people in CSGO, pro CSGO scene right now, deserving of your utmost respect. So yeah, hopefully we get him back on the server. I don't know. I don't see Olafmeister joining just yet, so it might actually happen. We might get round 2. He might just come back. This is all a ploy by Vugo. This is how next level he is in his mind. He's always 1, 2, 10 steps ahead. Right now, he's allowing Na'Vi to feel confident, to feel like, yes, we've got a chance. Vugo's gone, guys. High fives all around, right? And then he shows up again. That's it, right? Just crushes them. Na'Vi.
I see Olafmeister in here.
It's all crumbled.
It might have been that Na'Vi actually just filed a complaint with ESL and ESEA and said, there's no way, like, if you're going to bring in someone, it has to be at least on an even skill level. You can't just bring in, like, world champion or anything like that and just have them play all of a sudden.
This is the thing, right? We're talking about, there was that talk not too long ago about tier 1, dropping down to tier 3 games to, as a stand-in, right? What happens when you have, like, the tier G, right? The god tier dropping into these tier 1 games? It just completely wrecks it for everybody. We can't enjoy the match anymore. So it's just not fair.
Well, while we're waiting to get on the way here, I do want to say, I forgot, because I was just put to Sonic right out. Vendetta is another player who's, like, old enough to remember all these Danish people. Like, Vendetta is, like, crazy, like, lexicon of everything in Counterstrike, not just the Danish scene.
He's got
But look at this nonsense, right? I'm getting a tweet from Eric Vickman who's saying he literally works with Jerry's older brother. Someone's gonna have to get me in touch with Jerry. So I would love to that would be like a fanboy moment. Even like after like something like 12 years, that would actually be like a fan moment for me.
You're gonna giggle and
yeah,
just, like, clap
absolutely.
your hands together.
Absolutely. Oh man.
I know what to get you for Christmas.
Team level. So good. Well, finally, you guys don't have to listen to me rant for too well. You do, but about Counter-Strike and not about Counter-Strike 15 years ago. It's 8-7 right now. Ridiculous comeback from Na'Vi in spite of Vugo being just a rock-solid player. And we'll see if they can continue on now that they've downgraded to Olofmeister. It's going to be Crims opening up here with a shot on Flamey, and that's a good start here for the Swedish side. They do have Dennis in the lineup too. That's not a mistake. It's not a stand-in. Edward, what the hell? He just jumped and got that kill. Dennis taking down Seized, and they're charging out here. Edward landing one more headshot, and can he keep going? Right now it's 2 versus 3, and jumping a little bit again. What are you doing, Edward? Guardian now alone in a 1 versus 2, but with the bomb down, this is an exceedingly difficult position.
There is the crossfire potential here. He has to get 1 kill, and he's going to find Flesha. Going for the second one as well. He's got the kid. If he can get the headshot, Guardian might have had a chance, but he will fall to JW in the end, doing his best Vugo impression, clutching it for the team. Well done, JW, and that's it. Na'Vi, they couldn't quite do it. Even catching Fnatic out on the wrong side, out on slope, where it could have been really tricky for Fnatic to get back in, especially considering they're all fairly low on HP. Dennis, the fact that he went through window again and tried to buy more time, just try and whittle down that time on the bomb by staying alive as best he could at the back of the site, that was sick play from Dennis. That actually probably made the difference right there, because if Na'Vi can get up on that bomb and really force Fnatic to run at them through those choke points, it can all flip around for Fnatic very quickly. So way too close for comfort there for Fnatic in that round. A little bit of a lucky break, and Na'Vi, they haven't really recovered from what happened to them after facing Vugo in the first half, clearly.
It's going to take a while, I think. They're only playing 1 game today, Na'Vi, in this league, so I mean that might be good. Just take some time off, try and maybe get some therapy in the meantime. See if they can somehow mentally get back on track. Right now, down in the pit, since they're now playing on the CT side. It's going to be Zeus, and Seized is up here. Where's that scout? It's actually on Guardian, so Zeus trying the best. A body shot right now is worth a lot because Guardian can finish them off, or they line up for him. Guardian getting a shot in there and jumping up, and this is very dangerous. He's going to take down Crims, and right now it's still 2 versus 2.
2 versus 2, but Fnatic still have the bomb control. They still have the rifles. It's only going to be Guardian, and there we go. Edward actually is the one to get picked off in mid. And Guardian with that scout desperately looking for a kill here. He's trying to bring it back. If he can turn this into a 1v1, he may still stand a chance. But now it's not going to really pan out for him. He doesn't have Kevlar, so if he gets into a fight, it's going to be really tricky for him. And with 20 seconds left, Fnatic will succeed in planting the bomb on the B site. Guardian really trying to change everything up. He's hoping to be able to actually just cut out the middleman here and make his way towards the site. But then Flesha, too experienced for these shenanigans. He's just going to consolidate the defense with his mate. There's really no chance here for Guardian, so it's going to come down to whether Guardian can hold on to the AK or not, and it's looking like he will.
Yeah, I mean, what could you really do at that point as well? If you're up in T-spawn here, it's even just running with the knife out, which you obviously can't do. You got to check a lot of things, right? It does take quite a long time. You don't have a kit, so you can add another 10 seconds to this counter here. It's starting to get a little bit tricky, right? So if you get into any kind of prolonged battle, anything that lasts for basically more than 7 seconds, I think it is, like at that point 7 or 8 seconds, then that's it. You're out of time. So all Fnatic have to do is wait around, hide for 8 seconds, and they win the round more or less.
Ooh, Guardian, don't! Why do you peek?
And let's look Guardian in the eye and see if we can get a straight answer here.
Empty.
He does look a little bit derpy at this point, actually.
Why? He goes through all that trouble to save the AK, and then there wouldn't have been time. He would have lived. He would have had that AK.
Yeah. I mean, probably not a good answer for it. He probably just had an intuition that maybe they could have been working out there. Flamey ends up dropping, and at least Guardian gets a refrag there with the pistol, trying to do more, but not going to be successful. Good stack here on the bomb side, and a Storm presence down at long. It wasn't enough with the pistols, though. Seized, trying to see if he can get a couple of headshots in. Zeus going to be the last man left. Not too easy.
Yeah, and Dennis will find that headshot. So it's going to be Zeus. He's actually pulled the silencer off of his USP. That's actually a sound you don't hear too often in. Oh, well, we didn't get to hear it too much there. Flusha just not even giving him a chance, really. But I was kind of hoping. You don't often actually have the pros pulling the silencers off of their guns. So now we get to see. Na'Vi, they're going for the buy. Guardian can just squinch out an AWP. He's got Kevlar as well, but they're so light on the nades right now, Na'Vi. Even skimping on the helmet, which costs an additional $350, you know, just to get an extra nade, an extra smoke nade, an extra HE, they aren't able to get a kit, so... Oof. And that's painful. Flamey gets tagged down to 20 HP, and Fnatic, they're in position to pounce.
It's going to be a little bit annoying, right? Especially if he ends up dying here. I mean, if one of those grenade lands, then things are going to get a little bit tricky in the B-bomb site. And Na'Vi right now have very little information. All of these smokes and all of these shots raining out. I mean, Na'Vi are very far back on the map. They don't know where the push is coming from, and they don't even have any real way of figuring it out. So Fnatic got a lot of map control right now, even just being in the middle.
And they're just going to apply the pressure straight up on Cat. There's a man holding down in CT, though. So it's going to be Zeus up close with that rifle. He can maybe get a headshot if they decide to push into this Fnatic, but Fnatic are still kind of dancing around. They have a minute, so they don't really have to take any unnecessary risks trying to rush in and force the matter. They're just hoping to make Na'Vi sweat at this point. Edward with basically, you know, a god tier spot because Vugo used it earlier. He's going to be trying to pull a fast one, but he decides to change it up and get close to the house. And so we'll see if he actually stays alive here because this could get nasty.
Oh, you're going to get the first kill in. Actually does get a second one. Guardian lining up, and he's going to get that shot. They almost could have been both killed by that one blow there. Olofmeister taking out Zeus and trying to see if he can get up here. Guardian ready for it. Going to get that kill, looking for the triple, and must have shot right over his shoulder. It's all on JW now. 1 versus 3 with about 18 seconds. And we just timed the run it takes here, and it was 17 seconds from T-spawn. So there's not a lot that he could do. He can't actually win this round any longer. Tries to walk it out, but Guardian there to shut it down. 25 kills on him as well. And then it's going to be Na'Vi making it to 10-9. 1 round away from equalizing.
I mean, that's what happens when Vu goes off the server. Guardian can finally be allowed to carry and do his job on Na'Vi. He doesn't have to worry about dying every round. Now he can just kind of go ahead and beat up on the Swedes. 25-4 and 13, very, very respectable scoreline here. There's still plenty of work, of time left for him to drop that 30 bomb. He could even go for a 40 bomb, Anders. Entirely possible when it comes to this godlike player. Instead, it's going to be a straight... No, never mind. I thought it would be the straight rush there from Fnatic. They were trying to pull a bit of a fast one there. They were right on the edge, but they decided to pull back. So now it's going to turn into a bit more of a slow-paced game here. Once again, Fnatic hoping for Na'Vi to misstep.
Seized. That AWP in hand, scoping down in the middle. It's a nice setup for it. Flamey, really scared for him taking this kind of fight. C's now going to come up from behind the box there. They almost lined up for him and almost did it again. Flusha, they're going to be hitting the kill in return. Now Flamey hiding by the car, and that's going to drop the bomb now. Full rotation should be coming in. I'm not sure why nobody from Na'Vi is actually rotating over here, because they see that bomb drop and they still wait a very long time. Now it's 3-on-3, and they're trying to get into the site here. Finally, Na'Vi have tried to show up, but Flamey walks in alone. This is a very weird round coming out of the CT side.
Oof. Guardian, had he been able to pick up that kill on Olofmeister, that would have been huge. And now life gets a little bit tricky, especially when he goes aggressive JW, and he gets out alive as well. 12 HP left on the man, but a 1v3 situation here for Edward. Going into a retake on B. The triangle has been set up, and it's not going to get any easier when he gets tagged immediately. Yep, decides to back off now, hold on to that AWP. That's the only call that he can really make realistically here in this situation. So, and trying to pull a fast one on them. Smart play, Edward. Gets a free kill onto Olaf. Ooh. So now Fnatic, they're forced to spend max money next round. They can't just drop and get out of it, Scott, but he's not going to be able to hold on to that AWP for Guardian, so that's the cost of it.
I mean, as soon as the bomb, it gets dropped pretty far into the bomb site. I could understand they wouldn't want to rotate if the bomb was right here where someone could sort of pick it up and run away. But they almost have to commit to run in and get the bomb here. And the two other Fnatic, Na'Vi members, they were all the way across the map. And they stayed there for a good 3-4 seconds, or maybe before they even started to pretend to move. That was, I think that delay in the rotation was just a little bit too much. And then by the time they sort of got there, you could tell that Flamey was thinking, I have to do something now, because otherwise they're just going to run in and put the bomb down. And then he got killed. So a little bit confusion, I think.
Yeah, it's some miscommunication. Sometimes that does happen. Na'Vi, they're human, after all. Hard Vugo.
Well, not Guardian, but the rest are.
Good point. Shot. Dennis, there we go. Taking out Flamey. And this is a stack on the A side here for Na'Vi. JW would have spotted at least a couple of bodies make their way past here, so there's a lot of information gained for Fnatic. They're going to be able to try and take advantage of this. Seized with the instant headshot onto Dennis. And JW is going to be hard-pressed to make it out of here alive. Just a hail of bullets there waiting for him. He still gets a double kill out of it. And Olafmeister's here to get the job done at the end, despite the fact that Guardian still finds a way to get a headshot with that P250. Gee, Guardian, man, he is way too on point.
Yeah, you can't really take anything away from it at this point. Just been a really good match for him here. Zeus really hasn't been having a fun time, though. 5, 7, and 18. So currently, 3-round lead here for the Swedish side. Let's see if they can continue on the same path. Na'Vi, they've got a bye going into this round. It's not a very impressive one, but something is working.
Yeah, they get control of long early on here. Na'Vi are going to be just waiting for that pop flash, though. But it's not going to happen. Still fair trade, 1 for 1. And a second one coming in from Edward. HE is going to chase him down, and JW gets him with a bullet first. So they bring it back to a 3-on-3, which is a favorable situation now for Fnatic. They have the nades, they have the rifles, they have everything they need here to just overpower the defense, especially when you've got two guys pushing up on long like this. Does JW realize it, though? No, he's going to get caught with the nade in his hand, seized with the push at just the right time.
But now as they try to come back in here, Flush is actually inside the bomb site. It's not going to matter. He's looking the wrong way, looking into that corner there, and now it's all on Olaf here. 1 versus 3. He's got the bomb on him, and that AWP shoulder shot not going to be connecting, and well, it's very, very hard for him to fight his way out here, especially if now we don't give him any opportunities. He's going to charge up in, missing the shot again, and Seized will drop him, so 10-12, and the money for Fnatic just isn't there.
No, and it's even better for Na'Vi. They saved the AWP. They even... What? Okay, that's interesting. Seized, probably he elects to hold on to the AWP, and Guardian instead is just going to go for the straight buy. I wonder, that's not possible to have miscommunication there, is it? No. I guess they just want to make that a core strat here. They want to go for it. I mean, Seized playing over on the B site could make sense. Leave Guardian over on A, Seized on B, see if you can't get a pick on Fnatic when they try and rush in.
Fnatic still being very, very fast, running straight into the middle. Zeus is going to be here, but he can't get more than a single kill. Now Flamey coming out of the B bomb site, trying to see if he can pick up with the AK. Going to spray down one, and the second one to follow. Seized is very much alone here. If he can get just a single kill, but actually not going to matter now that JW is alone. Olafmeister, I think, actually got caught before he could even get close. So reasonable defense from Na'Vi so far.
Yeah, really awkward for JW, actually. So that bomb is dropped up at window. That smoke is going to clear. He didn't have time to make the run up. So it is going to come down to him hitting a godlike headshot here on Seized. And, well, Seized will strike first. Very well done there from Na'Vi, keeping 3 players alive. They keep the core guns as well. So both AWPs survived the round. That's all that Na'Vi really care about. Rifles they can afford. AWPs, it would have been a little close. Flamey would have had to force one out. So Na'Vi is still capable of running this back at this point. Our Fnatic now, I mean, they have the full roster. I'm imagining that it's going to be Flusha calling the shots right now. Can they actually, you know, get the confidence going here to be able to just run over Na'Vi, especially now that they've lost a man early on with that double stack in mid?
Grenade on in. JW going to hit that shot there. Very nice opening, but Edward there to swiftly refrag, and still going to be a 2-for-1 trade favoring Na'Vi right now here on the CT side. Fnatic need a way to get back in. They need a swift frag on somebody. And they've still got so much time that they may be able to take a secondary fight here on somebody. Dennis charging in and picking up Edward, and that's exactly what they needed.
Yeah, sick frag from Dennis, actually. Not even taking a point of damage. But Guardian is still alive on the A side. He's going to have control of long. Instant shot onto Dennis. Gets... Oh, misses the second shot. But he goes back for more. Takes out Crims, and now it's going to be down to Olafmeister, who has an AWP. But Guardian's too quick for him. Can't get that shot off. And once again, Olaf alone with the op. 1v3. At least he has 45 seconds to play with, so he can try and change it up. But again, Seized, he's got that line at a T-spawn, so if Wolfmeister, well, takes that fight, he's going to pay for it.
Well, it just means that Oliver's been found out, essentially. They know exactly where he is at all times here, so...
Pretty sure he spotted Flamey up as well there.
And Seized ends up dropping him. So that equalizes the score at 12-12. As we do see a marked incline in, or decline, sorry, in Fnatic's playstyle since Vugo left.
Yeah, it's slipping away. You lose your MVP, bad things happen. Means that Guardian can reign supreme. 30 kills for Guardian. There's still plenty of rounds left here for him to go for the 40 bomb. That would be ridiculous, even by Guardian standards. That would be incredibly sick. So now we got to see, because Fnatic, they're back on pistols here as well. So Na'Vi, they're just going to keep running away with this half. They're just keeping all these players alive. They keep surviving with 3. So the economy is just going to keep steadily growing for Na'Vi. If they do a solid job here and just shut down Fnatic, keep at least 4 players alive, I mean, Na'Vi are in a fantastic position now to close out this map.
That is definitely a real possibility right here. That double up setup is so hard to break, especially when you have no equipment to really break it with, no smokes or anything. A single flashbang here to try and get out. They will make the jump down, and actually Guardian missing the shot. Zeus and Guardian, Edward going down. How is this round spiraling out of control for Na'Vi? What a disaster. Flamey coming in and finally getting up a kill, and they're so far away though. The bomb back in T-spawn for some reason.
Oh my god.
I don't think even Fnatic were expecting this to be that successful. They were just like, we don't need the bomb because we're going to die anyway. Oh, we're not.
Yeah, surprise! And now, well... I mean, Flamey right now has just got to be going like, when? What? What's happening here? Where's the bomb plant? He takes a bullet to the face. That's not going to help, and Crims gets that single kill for himself.
It's a very, very odd round. I mean, you just see, like, the lack of communication with Vugo isn't here. It's just, like, they just, I mean... when they win, it's just like a, roll the dice and there we go.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, man. Sometimes, that's why gambling, it works. Right? You get lucky sometimes, Anders.
Yeah, it's true.
And well, there you have it. And Na'Vi, whoa. They're going for the same thing. What is this? Double op, scout, rifle, no nades? Well then, I guess it is going to come down to the man himself. Guardian to take out Flusha, but then Dennis returns, removes Zeus, and they've got control of Long now, except that Olafmeister snuck his way out onto B site.
Well, Edward here going for the jumping scout shot, and Olafmeister's going to be gone. Can he do it again? He's certainly ready for it. Jumping one more time, but now the smoke is going to be up. He's got a little bit of backup this time, and Seized coming in. It's 3 sniper rifles right here for the Na'Vi team, and one of them goes down, maybe trying to challenge a bit too much here. 2 versus 3. And they're going to put the artillery into place. That is Guardian. Tries to make a jump up into the A-bomb site, missing the first flick, getting closer, and takes down Dennis now 2 versus 2. He's going for it again. He shuts down Crims. Now it's JW down there. Guardian missing once. He's behind the barrels, and JW is going to try and see if he can make his way out here. Pop flash not going to matter. He's going to be just spotting the hill. He can see him. He's got the triple. Can he catch him? He's running in for the window here. And Guardian right behind him. Oh my god, he makes it around the corner. And punching in those numbers. JW gonna get that bomb plant. Guardian out on the other side. He's gonna shut him down for the quad kill. And there it is. The Slovakian terror shutting down Fnatic. Quad kill in a round that they probably shouldn't have won. And did anyway.
Good Guardian.
34 kills.
All hail the king, baby. All hail the king. What is going on? 34 kills, a quad kill in that round, and a force buy from Na'Vi. They come right back into it, and it's all Guardian just completely annihilating Fnatic.
That's so ridiculous.
What can you do against this?
He's got 34 and 16.
I mean, honestly, right now, Fnatic have got to be questioning themselves. They're like, clearly, I think it's pretty evident now that we need Vugo back, guys. Olaf, just like kick your router or something again.
Yeah, exactly. Just gotta fix some internet issues.
This is just, I mean, I don't know. You just kind of wait with bated breath at this point at the beginning of the round. When is Guardian going to strike next? They've put him over at, he's once again holding on that A site though, so Fnatic deciding to go for the B split. Not going to work though. Zeus only getting the 1 kill. He does get the headshot. Crims lives with 1 HP, and it's going to be down to Flamey, who gets a double. Flusha has to run through that Molotov, but he's down to 25 HP. Crims is on the 1, and he needed to get that headshot on Edward, but it's not going to happen. And now this is a very tough situation here for Flusha. He's so low on HP that he needs to make this Molotov count, and he's not even going to try to save it. He's actually going to waste it, I think. Well, no, yeah, kind of semi-wasted.
think it would have been better if he could have just focused on the one entrance there. So a little bit strange. Now he's going to go for it with the flashbang. I'm not sure if I'd rather have him do something else. Yeah, he's going to try and go for it straight up. The problem with that kind of flashbang is it obviously it goes up so far that they see it coming and then they know where you are. So just doing it, just peeking without any flashbang might be better. If he really wants to for a flashbang, then maybe try for like an underhand throw, you know, try and see if you can't like just make it pop out and then hope to kill someone. Either way, it was a pretty tough round for Flusher there. That's going to be 14-3. Na'Vi still getting closer.
Yeah, I think the pressure is building as well. I mean, no real way of knowing that there wasn't somebody waiting on the other side of that door. I mean, Crims actually, no, Crims was holding in mid. So I'm a bit surprised that Flusher felt like he had to run through the Molotov to get in there. I mean, he took so much damage just running through that Molotov. So maybe just a little bit of pressure getting in on Fnatic now. I mean, Na'Vi are up onto 14 rounds. They're nearly on match point. This is a best of one, guys. So Fnatic, let's see, they go for the force buy. They get four AKs, 1 Galil. But again, so limited on nades. They really need the headshots here. It's the only thing that's going to save them.
Well, preemptive nade, striking, JW shutting down Suso right along, but are they going to expect Edward down here? Quite clearly not. JW going to be going down, and now if Guardian can just stay alive and hold on here, he hits that ridiculous shot on Olofmeister, but Dennis actually shooting him blind, and that's a big kill. Follow-up from Dennis with the Galil, wrecking everybody right now. It's all up to Flamey, and he goes down. Dennis with a very fast triple kill, and that might bring Fnatic back here 14-14. At this point, you've got to sort of draw a parallel here between Guardian at 36 kills and, you know, Vugo is no longer on the server. Like, how much does Guardian have to carry to actually win this game?
And it was between the two of them. Dennis, I mean, honestly, sick pre-fire, but is it really going to be luck every time, Fnatic, that wins you the round? Is that how this is going to be?
Just, it's better to be lucky than it is to be good, right?
Well, Flusher takes out Zeus. He's going to get the follow-up as well on Edward. Both of them rocking pistols, so no real chance. Seized in mid with that scout. Guardian with the AWP, and it is going to be down to Seized and Guardian, and of course Guardian, as soon as he spots Olofmeister, the man is dead. But they've set it up now perfectly, Fnatic. They're going to be able to execute this B split, and there really isn't too much that Na'Vi can do about it. Unfortunately, Guardian is all the way over here on long, way too far away, and Seized.
They shouldn't try and go for this. I mean, this would be some real madness if they did. Saving the rifles even is going to be maybe possible. Fnatic don't have that much money, so maybe you could. Fnatic could probably throw away the Galil.
They know that he has the AWP, though. That's the thing. If it was just a scout, I think Fnatic are like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, if they can get the op off of Guardian, that would be really good for Fnatic.
They've got the flashbangs here. I mean, JW, could he help out? Flusher's going to be walking in with the Galil in hand and spots the face of Guardian. He knows he hit that headshot as well. They say WP might be the only thing that can actually save Na'Vi in this upcoming round. They've got no money. Oh, no. Oh, he survives how as possible. Guardian shutting down JW. That is almost unreal. And now he's going to be hiding in the back of pit. Another grenade. No! Oh my God. What a touchdown. AWP absolutely gone.
Oh, that's so frustrating. He's won. Come on, Guardian.
He's got 39 kills.
1 kill. 1 more kill.
He's almost got... If you combine the second and third place on his team, he's almost got as many as those. It's ridiculous.
I mean, in regulation, right? 30 rounds.
No overtime yet.
40 bombs. Yeah, exactly. 40 bombs are reserved for overtimes, guys. Like double overtimes. Guardian is doing it. I hate this. You can't really get a more obvious carry than this, right? This is like some Dota stuff, right? You know, just like this guy is farmed up. He's wrecking.
Anti-mage level carry.
I know, and his team just can't seem to catch up with him. They can't seem to do it. He's just going, guys, you got to help me out a little bit, please. He's got the scout now, and he's looking for a shot in mid. Zeus will take out JW, so nicely done there. Tag coming in from Guardian. Olofmeister, though, will take out Edward, and they've got control of the A site now, Fnatic.
Flusher, I think he's got a sensor, and actually it's going to be Guardian hitting the 40 bomb here. 40 kills in regulation. We're in the 30th round here. It's now 2 versus 3, and Crim's going to get one shot there. Fnatic a round away from winning against Na'Vi in a bit of a crazy game, and that's going to be it. Crims and Olofmeister to finish it 16-14 in favor of Fnatic.
What does it take, Anders?
I mean...
what does it take?
You gotta wonder what would have happened if Vugo hadn't stepped in there to help them along the way. Like, Fnatic probably would have lost that game outright. That would have been tough.
I mean, Guardian has got to be livid, furious, just fuming. Let's find more words to describe pissed, because that's 40 bomb in 30 rounds.
Ridiculous.
That's obscene.
Completely ridiculous.
Oh, the hard carry. Jeez. All right, well, there we go. I mean, we got a show out of it.
Yeah.
Not only did we get Vugo, we got Guardian. I mean,
We got a lot of fun stuff out of this here. That grenade at the end was fantastic as well. You know, that actually turned out to be a really interesting match in spite of the stand-in situation there. I love it. Our next game coming up is going to be Dignitas and Virtus.Pro, and that's the new Dignitas lineup with Config and Rubino on there. And obviously Virtus.Pro being Virtus.Pro, you never really know what you can expect, but I think it could be a fun match, like a real sort of brawl.
I'm really excited about this, you know. I love, like, ever since DreamHack London, Config, how he stood up and just really wrecked on LAN. That was his first LAN as well, so our first international team LAN, right?
Yeah.
And he just, like, stomped people. I was just like, who is this guy? Where did he come from? So I'm so happy to see him on Dignitas now, along with Rubino, also one of the hardest working guys. Real quick, we got to talk about the score. So score right here.
Score Esports,
right here,
if you haven't checked it out, definitely go and do that. Download the application on iOS and Android device as well. Check out the articles and also keep up with, you know, leaks and stuff like that. If you're missing, you know, how people are doing, then all the standings and stuff like that, definitely go and check that out. Right, a really quick thanks to everyone who's been tweeting at me like all the Danish lineups, because actually like that is like there are a lot more people out there than I thought. I felt like very much alone. Now I feel like, you know, there's still some left that community. Good job, guys. I really appreciate that.
But
we're gonna go for a quick break here. Can't be that much time. We're a little bit over time, but like a 5-minute break or something, and then we'll be back with the next game coming up soon. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the ESL ESEA Pro League here, and we've got the third match of the evening coming up between Dignitas and Virtus.Pro. What do you think? We're going to be playing Cash this time around.
I think this is a good map for Config and Rubino.
Yeah.
So those guys are just going to, like, you know,
pew pew.
Pew pew. That was actually like a really weak pew pew. You know. Okay, there we go. So
the dualies.
Yeah, it's exactly that, man. The dual elites. I mean, I'm just hyped to see, like I was saying before the break, right? Config really impressed us with his first international LAN. Now he's on Dignitas, second team as far as Denmark is concerned, second best team in Denmark. So I mean, now he's got the real time to shine. You know, MSL, he's got some new talent to work with here. He's removed Pimp from the roster, so that's already, you know, something to keep in mind as well. They're probably gonna be feeling a little bit better on the roster on the team, and well, it might as well be a new one. I mean, you have Kirby, and you've got MSL, Tensky, Rubino, you know, it's just like, and Config. These guys are all new, fresh. So it's really interesting to see how this new Dignitas is going to shape up. It's just, I feel like at least in this match versus Virtus.Pro, it's all just going to come down to raw fragging power.
Yeah, I think you're about right. Like, it might as well be a new team at this point. Once you change so many players, it's not that it's a bad thing, but it's just once you change so many players, it's definitely very hard to expect too much to survive. I guess the big thing is that they've obviously kept MSL, so like some of the leading style is going to be at least kept intact. So that's what's up here. We've got the the knife round coming up first to decide who's going to be on what side. So once again, if you are joining us, we do have, as the last match of the evening after this one, Fnatic and Dignitas playing. So we do get to see both new lineups playing each other, which is kind of fun. I'm going to follow Taz with these ridiculous shadow daggers.
No, okay, never mind. That was all of my.
I am super jelly that I don't have any, by the way.
What? That you don't have shadow daggers?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. If they had like Tiger Tooth shadow daggers, I might have gone for it.
They don't?
No.
Oh.
Not that I know of.
Look how good they are.
Yeah. You don't even play Monk in Diablo, man. I mean, come on.
No, I can't.
That's the thing, man. These are just like, this just me, to me, it's like a monk, you know? Like that's.
I play a wizard or a sorcerer in every RPG game
exactly.
ever.
So you know what you need? You need like a Doppler M9 or something, right? You know, and it's just like magical.
It's true.
Name it your
magic. Can you get me one of those?
Magic wand.
Doppler M9 stat track.
Yeah, right. Well, Christmas is right around the corner, but
that it is actually.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at MSL. He's got the right idea.
He does. Smoke and also a Molotov and a Glock, and he's just charging in here. Doesn't he need armor or anything? Snacks trying to hide his smoke. That is his natural element. Some say he was spawned just out of pure smoke, and
go back
still
to
gonna
MSL.
go down.
Go back to MSL. I think, yeah, all of his stickers say pimp. Or is it like, are they all the pimp stickers? Oh man, no way to tell now. Are they all pimp stickers? Yeah, they are. What is this?
That has to be some next level.
He's like next level troll, right? Guy kicks him off his team. He's like, yeah, but I'll go ahead and just like put your stickers everywhere.
It's hard to know. It could also be a way of remembering him, you know.
I don't think that MSL wants to.
We're gonna do some research on this. In the meantime, no time research because they're trying to retake this bomb site. Byali gonna be hitting a headshot there. It's still 2 versus 2 right now. Health advantage is with the Danish side here, and Byali in a bit of a tough spot. Config gonna shoot him in the face with the Tech 9, and that leaves Taz alone in a 1 versus 2, trying to see if he can get up on this box. Successful so far, but he also dies there. What's that? Oh, okay. That's blood.
Yeah, that's what to say. What would be really sick, you know, if, like they were going for the high fidelity angle, right? CSGO. Headshot on a CT with the visor. Visor shatters. Obviously.
Can't see a thing.
Come on. I mean, seriously, devs, get on it. Make it happen. Right, so key round there, and really just MSL leading the charge into mid. I think that was the main thing. Him getting that first frag allowed for Team Dignitas to, you know, get some presence there and then go into that split on the A site. Kind of fell apart for Virtus.Pro after that. Neo trying to put up a bit of a fight here, but he will get overwhelmed. And there's a second man, Pasha. He takes 1 man with him, and Pasha doing so much damage, and Taz actually going to be getting that kill on MSL. Really expensive round here for Dignitas so far.
Yeah, and it looked like a good start for them as well, so maybe a little bit disappointing that they can't pick it up more than they have afterwards. That bomb is down in the middle as well, so they're obviously going to have to try and get back in here. Kind of like they did, they take the time to boost and don't just walk in from the same angle, and just in case the Taz was in the perfect position or something like that. He's still here with the 5.7, and it is a really good pistol, even at the long range, so they've got to respect this Dignitas and try and see if they can use the fact that they've got 2 people alive, and a smoke, and a grenade here. Oh, he actually straight killed Tensky, but they win the round, Dignitas.
Monster.
You know the problem with that visor would be, if I was in the police, which for many reasons I shouldn't be. One of them is that they have guns. But you know what would totally happen to me in the winter? I'd be having my visor down, and I would do like a an exhale, like, and it would like get all foggy, so I'd have no idea who to shoot.
Welcome to life with glasses, Anders.
Well, exactly. Yeah, I'd definitely be useless as the police.
As the police? You've been watching too much Wire, man. That emphasis, the police.
I have got somewhere past my 10th rewatch of The Wire, actually. So,
well, Angle's there. MSL with the Mac 10 to take out Snacks. He's just going to farm up some money. He wants some more as well. He's going to go into CT. Everybody waiting for him here, though, but Tensky going to be the one to pick up the kill, and he's just trusting in his teammate to keep him alive, MSL. And this is what trust gets you, MSL. You're dead.
Oh, good job on Neo, but it's not going to be good enough here. But they do survive with 3 members, and it's a 3-0 lead here for the Danish side. But now VP can pick up rifles, and I fully expect him to be showing us a lot on this particular map. They have so many strengths on this map. One of them is Snacks and his ridiculous ability to play around smoke in the middle. Other one is Neo holding the B-bomb site. Sometimes alone, he's godlike at it.
Yeah, he is one of the more scary solo players in the game. A lot of times, I mean, Inferno comes to mind as well as another map that really VP will just allow Neo to play solo without any kind of support. Just trust in him to play it. A very smart game, not giving away anything early on to their opponents. Speaking of early on, it's just going to be a straight rush onto the A side here for Dignitas and Taz and Neo both gone, and what is this? Just headshots everywhere. Dignitas 3 quick kills, and it's already done. VP, no way they can put up a fight now.
It's one of those rounds where if you're Virtus.Pro, you can't even really be angry. You just have to be even slightly impressed. Just like, I don't know what just happened, but we lost the round. In the meantime, obviously, Byali and Pasha trying to hold on to the rifles as best they can. Pasha doing a decent job already, but Rubino is coming. A Norwegian player, newcomer to the team here. Speaks Danish just fine, so no kind of language issues there at all. It throws me off every time, but Config going to be taken down by Ali and by Pasha. 1 versus 3. He does also live in Denmark, Rubino. And Norwegian and Danish are essentially the same language, except...
You just pissed off so many Norwegians saying that.
Except Norwegian sounds a lot happier, and like Danish sounds just a little bit more angry.
I like any Scandinavian person like getting compared to Dane, like the language Danish, you know, like you go that far, Anders.
Okay, I'll say this instead then. Written Norwegian and Danish are practically identical, except that all the words in Danish that you misspell, you would automatically spell correctly in Norwegian, because Norwegian is just like it's more logical, whereas in Danish we've like switched all the endings, so it doesn't make sense anymore. So
your number system is screwed.
Spelling is
screwed.
I can spell everything correctly in Norwegian, just not in Danish.
Where's Magisk?
I don't know how it works. I mean, oh man. Neo looking for an opening, and now has got himself trapped in a pretty awkward corner. Neo, you're definitely going to be going up here. There's no chance to make it out. They're going to hunt him down. Snacks will die as well. Dignitas, I mean, is it the honeymoon phase that we're seeing here? Just, you know, the new lineup. Everyone's fired up. Everyone's to prove that this is a perfect setup that they've got going on here, and now they're just wrecking people.
And there's also, I mean, we got to remember that yesterday Virtus.Pro ended up losing to Mousesports on Inferno. Pretty heartbreaking loss for VP, but they got stomped, proper stomped. So maybe just a little, you know, it's again that Virtus.Pro that's showing up in this match. They aren't quite able to keep it together, and they aren't quite able to get the shots down. So Dignitas playing their hearts out right now, and Bialy going to be the last man alive here for Virtus.Pro. Still going for the peaks despite everything. Molotov is going to sail in, and that's pretty much going to be it. His signal to get out of dodge.
Bialy, oh, looking for the spray, gonna connect with the double. He can't really win the round, but Config's gonna be here as well. And Bialy cleaning up everybody, and he's just got not enough time here. Real shame, isn't it?
I think this is actually really frustrating because they keep doing really sick damage to Team Dignitas after the bomb gets planted. I mean, it's crazy that Dignitas actually have this much money to spend, considering they keep losing everybody to VP, to the guys trying to hold on to the rifles. So Bialy, that was excellent. So I mean, Dignitas, they're going to get up to 5, but they're going to spend all their money here in this round, apart from Config, who has 10,000.
You said proper stomped. Was that like a subconscious Snatch reference?
Maybe.
Oh man, that's such a good. That's such a good.
You've
movie.
watched The Wire like X amount of times. I've watched Snatch. I don't even know. I can't even count.
Yeah, I think I've got a couple of rewatches. If you guys haven't watched Snatch, then that was a very good time for it. It's a
Snatch,
sick film.
Layer Cake, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. 3 movies that are must-watches.
I haven't seen Layer Cake. Maybe I've got some catching up to do.
That's pretty much them. Well, unlike Snacks, who is dead, that pretty much made Daniel Craig's career.
Gotta look at MSL, double kill there, but he's gonna get shut down by Ali. Starting where he left off last round, gonna get the double kill, but it's not quite enough here. Still a 2 versus 2, and Neo charging in here. Could he get them crossing over? He's got the scout, they put up the smoke, and that's gonna make them pass, and Neo goes down. They actually flash their way through the smoke, and Config gonna get the double kill now. It's on Taz coming in here, and he gets shut down. Config with the triple, and Dignitas 6-0. Config dropping 10-1-2 as a scoreline.
This is what we're talking about, man. This guy is crazy.
Is he gonna beat Guardian for tonight? Can he catch up to the 40 bomb?
Okay, that would be...
Guardian did set kind of a high standard there.
Yeah, I mean, 40 frags in 30 rounds, that's a pretty insane pace to maintain. So if that happens here with Config, I mean, that's going to be sending one hell of a signal to the international community. I think people are going to start getting worried. I mean, even Vugo might be worried just a little bit. VP right now, their economy is wrecked. 6-0 for Dignitas, and VP are going to be waiting on pistols here. They have invested somewhat in this round. Some Deagles picked up. CZ and Snacks making good use of that Kevlar. Actually gets the kill versus MSL.
He does this so much, and it must be weird for every other team to try and play against VP specifically on this map, because for most people, when that smoke goes down in the middle, that's a sign that, you know, they just want to keep you out, not that they might be sort of sneaking through, at least not most of the time. So it must be a little bit frustrating. I think Titan actually do it every once in a while too.
Yeah.
But most of the teams will just respect that smoke a bit more and leave it be.
It's just what he's been famous for. Remember when I mean, before when Snacks played on B site, he was also legendary for that sort of thing. The mind games that he would have going out into B halls, towards Toxic, towards T-Spawn. That's just Snacks for you. He's one of those cerebral players. They clear out the vents to make sure that no one's going to be lurking in there as they push onto the B-bomb site. Quite a clever idea. There's a big rotation coming into this site, though, so they've got to be a little bit careful. They don't waste too much time. Neo up here with a Deagle, but they all are looking for him when he comes out of the smoke. A little bit of a mistake, and Taz is going to be taking down Rubino, so now still 3 versus 4 here. They line up, and Bialy, he can't get those kills in. That would have been a big kill if he could have finished off the second one, but now still 2 versus 1. Snack's going to be walking in, and Tensky there to pick it up. Tensky and Config again doing really good work. Yeah, saving the day. 12 kills now for Config. He's keeping up that pace, Anders. He's maintaining it so far. But now, well, VP, they're going to get that big buy going. Now they have all the money that they need, and it's a double op. That's the answer. And who has the second one? Pasha going for the op in mid. Neo over in B halls. Okay, interesting.
Right, and the reason why we asked that question, like who has the other one, it could have been Snacks as well. We've seen Snacks AWPing as well on multiple maps to big effect.
But why is Neo going towards A? They've really changed it up here, VP. They've changed up their CT hold.
Oh, nice shot. That actually hit Rubino as well. He's dropping a little bit low here, and Kirby now trying to see if he can get a little bit more work done. Rubino going to plant the outside of the bomb site, and VP can't actually fight this. If they don't get a kill within the next 5 seconds, they might as well just back off.
This is a really sick call by MSL. Because he rushes the one spot where it's an AWP holding. That's the best way to deal with an AWP.
No.
The flash, and unfortunately for Snax, well, fortunately he still gets the kill, but there was a chance there for Kirby to wreck him. Nades go sailing into the site, and the triangle has been established, but VP are trying to close in on this. They are running out of time, though, so they have to start getting these kills right away. There's the peek from MSL, gets the kill onto Bialy. Snax is there to take it back, but he has no kit. And of course, he will be denied in the end, leaving Pasha alone with the AWP. Not even going to hit that shot. Does he get the follow-up onto MSL? No, the bomb does the work for him. So another really expensive round for Dignitas, but they're up at 8-0 right now.
If we had, like, you know, Counterstrike awards, you know, that we could hand out similar, and there was an award for most optimistic diffuse of all time, then I think Snax might have just won it. Even if he hadn't got killed, he wouldn't have made that diffuse.
That was, yeah.
It's like, I think Snax is like, there's smoke, I can win. It's like, I'll just try anyway. Hope that this smoke gives me, you know, 60% increase in defuse time.
But again, Neo going over to A site. It's Bialy alone over here. They've just role swapped, basically. Bialy used to play A site, so Virtus.Pro trying to shift things up, perhaps trying to catch Dignitas off guard. So far, it hasn't really worked. But Pasha getting a kill on MSL is a good start.
Catching him with the grenade out, runs through the smoke, which might have been a tad bit unnecessary. It's going to be Snax now charging in, dropping one, and the second one too, and Bialy helping out. You can tell the VP are getting a little bit frustrated and angry right now. Tensky somehow getting 2 kills in a row, and that's going to be finally Virtus.Pro picking up a round. It wasn't really technically pretty. It seemed like they'd had enough at this point, you know?
That was it. End days. It's still, I mean, that's got to be really frustrating for Virtus.Pro because they have so little money. They still have to go for the drop, and somebody has to go for a force in this scenario, so they just don't have anything in the bank. Had they been able to keep at least another man alive, it would have been a little bit better for VP. But regardless, Dignitas also spending pretty much all of their bank, if I'm not mistaken, so it is going to be one of those pivotal rounds now. If Dignitas win it, VP are so deep in the hole, they're going to be in a double eco situation. If Virtus.Pro win it, they finally have a little bit of a chance to start making some ground back here in this first half. Dignitas, they elect to slow down their pace rather than going for the straight rush. They're just building up for it instead.
Backup is close by with Neo and Pasha and even Snax in the middle, but the problem is if Taz goes down too quick here, they won't be able to get there before all the smokes go up, and things are going to get a bit tricky, so it's still pretty important right now. More than getting kills, Taz just has to live. I do love this position for Snax, and it's been a mystery to me for so long while people haven't been using this position more.
It's crazy, right? Oh, close on drop. Let's see, headshot onto Taz. Config so close, and he's going to get caught in the end by Taz. Taz with the double kill, hits the headshot. That's going to stop them cold. Dignitas, they need to make their way out here. Tensky finds Taz in the end, but Pasha going for some smoke play. Walks right into Kirby. Pasha, what are you doing? And now, well, this is very tricky stuff, especially because Tensky is just on a tear. He takes out Bialy as well.
Snax should be able to drop him here, which, oh, the flashbang goes through. Tensky not checking behind him. What on earth is going on? Snax is actually going to wait a little bit, getting that kill. Now going on for a second one. Rubino's going to catch him. And now that'll be a 1 versus 2. It's all on Neo here. They need the second round if they lose this, and they will. Rubino landing a straight headshot, and that's going to be 9-1. Resetting that VP economy. That's just a dreadful round. When Taz picks up that double kill, that should be it.
Can you spell catastrophe, Anders? That's what we just witnessed. Like,
one of my rules is I don't do spelling on stream.
ridiculous.
No math and no spelling at all.
Well, yeah, VP right back in the hole. And now Dignitas, I mean, this is only going to build more confidence for the Danes and the Nord. Do we really have to specify that? No, it's 4 Danes, so yeah, Danish team. Sorry, Rubino.
I think we could just come. We've adopted Rubino this time. At this point
By this time, yeah.
Yeah, it's Danish as well.
Nice little lurk there by Neo in the smoke. He does get spotted, though. Config looking for that lucky shot. It's just going to be a smoke going in, and there it is. Kirby will find Neo in the end, so it brings it back to a 4-on-4. This is a hard eco out of Virtus.Pro. So Dignitas, they have a good chance here to just keep these 4 remaining players alive, walk all over VP.
2 versus 4. If they could steal a gun or anything like that, it'd still be better than nothing. Nice James Bond action there from Bialy, just slowly sniping away with the silencer, picking up an AK. A lot less subtle, really, than a USPS, but not going to be good enough either. Snax will be alone, and we're about to be a 10-1 here in favor of Dignitas. I see people asking on Twitter and saying, is this just like Dignitas playing really well or a VP playing really badly? Probably some sort of combination right now, but certainly it's what we were sort of warning people about earlier. There are, like, Virtus.Pro Online is just like a really weird team.
Well, it's also that VP, I mean, there might be this where it's just like VP, they're going to play the match, but they have no chance of getting to the LAN now. And VP is one of those teams, I think, where they tend to step up when there's something on the line, when there's still a chance for them, or they're the underdog, or they're the favorite team, whatever. They're just going to try and crush their opponents as best they can. But right now, it seems like they're a little deflated, and that might be because they're sitting with 10 losses in the group, which pretty much like guarantees that they're not making it to this LAN final.
Nice. Sneak in through the smoke there. Rubino going to be gone, but in the meantime, the rest of the team pushing into B, and by Ali, if he goes down, and he will, that's a huge problem now for the CT side. Neo sneaking up here, Pasha coming in from the other side, but Config wrecking them with a double kill, and it's going to be down to a 3 versus 4 here. They've got a lot of health on VP, and Dignitas definitely don't, and the bomb taking a long time to be put down. Tensky still winning the fight against Snacks. And Taz and Pasha, they have to go for it.
Yeah, they can't afford to give Team Dignitas any more rounds. This has to be it. Taz drops into CT, doesn't spot Config, doesn't see the gun barrel either, and Config gets the free kill. Taz, he could have just seen the tip of the AK there. But it's not meant to be. He will be disappointed.
Just the tip, Sumner.
Yeah, and I was trying to find a way to like set that up as well, right? He'll be left wanting. He'll be unsatisfied.
Stop. I regret saying that. 1 versus 4 now, and they all survived that bomb blast in spite of 3 of them being very low on health. Tensky and Config are actually tied for top score right now, 15 on each, and it's 11-1. Moving into the 13th round here. I don't know what to say. I can't even figure out like any credible scenario in which Virtus.Pro could bring this back.
I mean, to be fair though, I wasn't expecting Tensky to go ham.
No,
I was totally expecting that from Config to be the top fragger. I mean, to just beat up on VP, but I wasn't expecting Tensky to be the the wingman there. I was looking more towards Rubino. Even MSL, he's been stepping up in particular lately. So just really solid performance out of the two of the latest additions to the roster.
Right now, everything that Dignitas does seems to be working. Like every call they make appears to be the right one. It's a little bit rough for VP. Neo's been sneaking up here again, trying to see if he can get a bit close. Maybe he could find the timing to actually get maybe a kill, steal a rifle somewhere. Rubino right around the corner, but he's going to win that fight. And by Ali and Snacks, well, not sure it really matters what they do at this point.
No. I mean, there's money over on Dignitas as well. This is now... Well, it's all going to be down to Snacks, and he's just hoping that Rubino is going to push or keep pushing. And unfortunately, he's going to be left wanting. Rubino, he comes around from the other side. Snacks, he's going to be so frustrated. It's like, why didn't you come from T-spawn, Rubino?
Yeah, I'm 12-1. 14th round is coming up here. They're getting Shrek'd.
Yeah, Shrek'd is pretty... It's a pretty apt way to describe this situation. I mean, yeah, Config and Tensky, this deadly duo on Dignitas, this has got to be so uplifting for Dignitas as well. Granted, you're right, honeymoon period perhaps, and just all-out hunger. But MSL leading the charge into mid, picks up the first kill. Neo's there, but then Kirby boost manages to pick off Snacks in turn. They've got that man advantage now, Dignitas. And what was that? The dropping headshot from Kirby midair on Neo. Doesn't go farther than that, but then Taz gets caught by Rubino, and it is going to be Bialy all alone on the B site. Left, well, again, there's no real saving. He needs to try and do something heroic here.
I'm done. That shot from Kirby was ridiculous.
This isn't Hollywood, Kirby. That's not actually supposed to happen. And yeah, Bialy just can't catch a break.
I don't know if there is like a Danish version of Hollywood, but like if we've like got Bollywood somewhere, but
yeah, Bollywood, Dollywood.
Actually, by the way, that was kind of like a Bollywood type of action. Like those ridiculous ones where the cars flip over and the helicopters get hammered by a spear, and then I love that.
Car flips and the guy like pulls the guy out of the car and arrests him.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Completely amazing. That was basically Kirby. Indian action star.
Yeah, VP certainly feel like the criminal right now. It's like, why are we getting beat up?
For a good 14 rounds in a row, yeah. Just except for that one round where they were very aggressive and charged into the bomb side. That's the only thing that's really worked for them. We're going to see if they can continue on here on the Dignitas side. MSL picking up Neo early on. He's AWPing now as well. Trying to see if he could do a little bit more good for his team.
And MSL, yeah, exactly. Capable of AWPing. Well, this might be a moment here for Snacks, but Rubino not going to get caught off guard. Taz is going to be rotating back up short, hoping to be able to put a kill in here, but it's not going to happen. This is a rotation, a big rotation, in fact, coming out from VP. 2 players now on this A site. You know, they're going to be able to continue with the pain train. Rubino removes Pasha, and MSL finds Taz. Open A site now for Dignitas in the 15th round, and this is going to be a 14-1 finish. So it's, you know, I may be calling it early here, Anders, but a 1v4 situation. Bialy's good, but he's not Vugo level. He's not Vugood.
No. Ooh.
That's right.
It's nice. It's very nice. No, MSL with the triple AWP kill at the end there, and it's going to be 14-1. I don't know what to say. I mean, this is just insane.
Well, what could be happening over on VP's side right now? What can they be actually talking about? Maybe there just isn't much talking at all going on at this point. You get 14-1 to the face in the first half. You're probably just thinking, okay, can we end the pain?
Let's move on.
Let's move on to the next map. This is a best of 1 as well. So
Whoa, wait. It was Polish Independence Day like 3 days ago, I think.
Dude, if you're still hungover after 3 days...
I think the party's still going on after 3 days.
That's like an achievement right there.
I think that has to be the cause. Anything they do for the next week or so, I'll probably blame that. I think there's a good chance.
Okay, okay. For a week, right.
Yeah, that's how long it takes me to get over it.
Let's see. Tensky on A. He's got support from Kierby. Okay, this is... I mean, still, Tensky has been doing pretty good work throughout the first half. VP will be able to get onto this site, though. It's going to come down to Kierby and Tensky, and Kierby already getting popped.
Yeah, Tensky, a lot of trouble in the back lines here. Can't hit the headshot. Really good trigger this one, though. You can see Tensky not really panicking, just calmly trying to land the shots. They did spot Pasha in the corner, and MSL is going to get the kill. Still a 2 versus 3 here, and looking pretty good for VP right now. They've even got the dual elites here. Not been put into play yet by Snacks, and Config going to be alone, looking for a couple of clay spot. As long as they don't fight him, I don't see him doing this. He's going to get the one. They really will try and fight him, and they've got a lot more bullets there. Snacks doesn't have to reload and ends up winning. How
close does this guy have to get, though? 4 HP left on Snacks. That's pretty close, Anders. Second round on the board, though, for Virtus.Pro.
No. 4. That's 3 more than you need, Semler.
Okay, touche.
That's how I always think about it.
1 HP. Well, not all of us can be Vugo. Alright, well, let's see. Quad Deagles. This is actually true Dignitas style as well. Not going for the full force, just going for some Deagles.
Oh, Config. There's the shot. Going back for more against Snacks, who's going to take that fight. And this is what we've been talking about for a while. I don't know why people are so insistent on fighting the Deagles. I mean, this time it looks like Snacks came out on top, but it's one of those things where whenever we complain about the deal being so strong, and it is really, really good, we also have to just think about how teams like deal with them. And most people deal with them exactly like Snacks did. They think, I'm just going to take the fight.
I mean, it almost feels like at this point you have to treat it like an op.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you got to flash, you got to try and get that angle, that edge, so you're not just running into the crosshairs, because the Deagle is just so accurate now at long range. Close range, long range, you're going to do some damage. Tensky, though, getting caught by Taz. Good play there by Taz to actually get up on the forklift. And now VP regain control of that situation. They get their confidence back, walk in, claim a 3rd round. And so, not going to be quite enough here for Team Dignitas to go for the force. So I imagine more Deags? Or do they not want to commit to the 700? Seems like it.
Yeah, gonna relax just a little bit here. I can't summon up too much enthusiasm right now for what we're here up to, though. I don't see them making this comeback work. 13 rounds in a row is what they need.
Yeah, that's pretty tough for any team. Well, Kierby spots the man going to defense, though. Config has been boosted up, so he might be able to actually, catch Pasha off guard, and Rubino takes out Neo at the same time. 2 very quick kills there for Dignitas. Virtus.Pro are going to try and take advantage of this, though, by charging out on the A site. They line it up. Rubino, he's going to pick up the 1. Taz and Snacks now the last 2 alive. And luckily for them, Snax is in mid, so he gets the backstab on Rubino. Taz hears the steps coming, and Tensky not able to capitalize. Snax takes out Config as well, and just like that,
Wow.
VP managed to get control of the situation once again. Crazy close, though. If Taz misses that shot, that's it. No way Snax is winning a 1v3 in that situation.
Yeah, and if he had kept planting the bomb, then he would have been dead for sure, so that would have been a little bit tricky. 14-4, AWP picked up on Neo, and Dignitas without any sniper rifle, but they do have rifles all around otherwise, so we'll see if they can be able to close out this game. And maybe even with a really, really big scoreline here, that would be cool.
Quick anti-boost, so VP, it's looking to me like they're thinking about going out through mid right now. MSL gets full flash. They don't trade accurately. Snax is there to get the kill. It's going to come down to Kirby, and he keeps it. Locks down mid, but then Neo's there to take out Rubino, and it's not over yet, Dignitas. You still need to consolidate on the sites themselves, and that's exactly what's going to happen here. Give up mid control, and now, well, VP now have quite a bit of space to work with. I can't imagine Config is feeling too happy about the scenario either. He's all alone over on that B site.
Oh, Kirby with a big double kill here. Tensky looking to take down Neo as well. Maybe he's in the middle, actually, a little bit low on health. It's Bayali coming in through main, and we'll see if he can actually pick up a kill. It's very, very important. VP, they can't afford to lose this round. And they're going to bring it back to 2-2. Neo missing the shot. And Bayali now. Bomb is dropped up in highway, and he's going to have to do 1v2 here.
He has to figure it out. He's got 40 seconds to play with, at least. But they have a man sitting on the bomb itself. It's basically both of the guys who are on fire right now for Dignitas as well, Config and Tensky. And Tensky playing some mind games, getting up in that smoke, hoping to catch Bialy looking the wrong way by pushing through. Instead, that's going to leave his teammate in a 1v1, and Bialy catches him right on the edge of that smoke, but of course, has no idea that Tensky's at his back. So Tensky with the gamble pushing through that smoke, it actually pays off in the end. And that puts Team Dignitas up on match point.
And it puts Tensky 1 kill off Config. So that battle is still going on between those two top fraggers here. Wow. What a round, and it almost looked like Bayali could have maybe done it there. He just had no information.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, exactly. Tensky sneaking into that smoke was one of those master plays where it just all works out for him. Well, there's the setup. Quick smoke in to block any kind of rush coming in from VP. If there was a desperation play with Tech 9s or something of the sort, Dignitas don't want to let VP be able to get in there for free. And instead, VP are going for the A execute. We're going to have those smokes sailing in now. And it's a thing of beauty. Can they hold, though? It's going to be down to Tensky. He's the only man on that site. He's got Kirby up high as well.
Oh, you see them coming through the smoke, and Tensky's going to get a kill Kirby as well. Pistols out, and Neo going to win with that deagle. Rubino taking him down right afterwards. So still looking good here. 2 versus 3. Bayali and Taz inside the bomb site, trying to see if they can stay alive. Taz going to go down all on Bayali. 1 versus 3. He sprays. What? He gets shot in the back, and that's going to be it. Dignitas 16-4 victory here against Virtus.Pro on Cash. Very, very impressive.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was going to be that brave, Config, but he holds off, they win the round, they get the job done, and Dignitas just completely dumpster Virtus.Pro. Like that's like they took the dumpster, put VP in it, took that to the dump, chucked it in the dump, and you know that's that's how hard. Like VP just took it right there.
Inception type dumpster, you know.
It's a dumpster within a dumpster, right?
Pretty accurate. Well, I mean, yeah, that was not what we were expecting, especially with the lineup change, you know, against like a solid core like VP. You'd think that that there would be something there, but maybe the map, maybe the fact that VP already realized that qualifying for the LAN here is like slipped out of their hands. So, and then the fact that VP online are just a completely unpredictable team.
Yeah, I think it's like compounding together to make it so that VP aren't in the match 100%, but still quite a performance from Dignitas nonetheless, right? It's still like, you can't underestimate Virtus.Pro, even when they maybe aren't going 100%.
Yeah, and I think you're right, though. I mean, the really encouraging thing is Tensky being so good, right? I mean...
Tensky, yeah, and Config. I was curious to see if Config was going to be able to hit that level, but he just rocked at the beginning of that half, along with Tensky, between the two of them. Yeah. Really remarkable stuff.
Absolutely.
And now, guys, we have both new rosters.
Yeah, that's...
hitting each other. Fnatic and Dignitas up next.
And we've even made up time because this game was so quick. So we've got another 8 minutes before we actually get ready with the game. So stay with us, and we will be back soon enough. If you've missed anything before we go, though, go and check out the Score Esports and download the application on iOS or Android, or both, if you have one of each. You know, the ultimate combo there. So definitely do that. Keep up with articles and also obviously scores. So that's pretty much it. 8 minutes and we'll be back with Fnatic and Dignitas. Welcome back once again. We are at the final game of the evening here with the ESL ESEA Pro League, and we've got Dignitas and Fnatic playing up in a best-of-1 game on Inferno. What do you think, Semler? New lineups?
I think that it really sucks when your throat is dry and you're trying to eat pizza really quickly and you take that last bite and it gets clogged there for a second, right? That uncomfortable feeling where it refuses to go down. Kind of like what's going to happen to Fnatic here.
I see.
Unless we can get Vugo back on the server.
Unless we could.
Dignitas are looking pretty good right now.
I don't want to rule anything out. I think there's a chance it could happen. It's been happening for a couple of times lately, so why not just do it again? Get Vugo back. Oh, okay. I see what this is. Let's see how successful this mission is going to be here for good old Olofmeister. Well, everything has already changed. Mission has been aborted.
Versus
But obviously here in the ninth round, we're just trying to decide who is going to be starting on what side, which on Inferno, in some cases, I think, especially if you're playing as Fnatic, could make a pretty big difference. CT side is one that they have a history of locking down pretty hard, so see if they could do it again here. They do win the knife on the Fnatic side, and guessing they're going to start here on CT.
Yeah, well, yeah, Inferno's one of those maps where you're pretty much like, I am going to start on CT because it is still a heavily CT-favored map. So a pretty straightforward call here for Fnatic, but we saw what Dignitas were capable of on the T side. They were able to keep it together. They were able to take out VP in crushing fashion. And so, well, now, can Fnatic hold their own without Vugo here, you know, to basically help them out, to make up for any deficiencies in the lineup?
Hey, Fnatic almost lost to Navi on that dust map, so might not be looking super on point here tonight. Let's see if that's going to change.
Back in CT. Was that moment's hesitation? Seems like he didn't want to. Well, Flusha isn't seeing anybody in Banana. That's why he didn't fully commit. And now Olofmeister takes out Tensky to start. Olofmeister with a double kill, and he's still alive somehow. That sets it up for Dennis to go for a long peek, pick up 1 kill, and it's down to Kjerby now, the last man alive. Flusha caught Rubino in mid. So all on Flusha. Flusha pushing all the way down to the bottom of Banana. Basically allowed Fnatic to just be perfectly prepared for Dignitas coming into that A site.
I mean, I would say a hugely dangerous setup having the 1 and then the 4 people over here in a pistol. That's very scary, but it worked out just fine for them, so you can't really criticize too much, but definitely a bit of a risk.
Yeah, pays off in the end now sometimes. When you don't have Vugo to fall back on, you got to take risks, Sanders. Sometimes you got to go big. And so it is going to be a forced buy out of Dignitas now going into the second round. They didn't get the bomb plant. They got clobbered. So they are going to take a bit of an uncharacteristic risk here. Nice nade down to the bottom of Banana as well, doing a little bit of damage to MSL. Well, that's pretty standard. Well, it's Olofmeister and Crims. Okay, good. I was about to say, did they change up how they're holding on the CT side? But no, Dennis is going to be playing over on the A side instead.
Tensky. Some blind shots going through, not really connecting with anybody on the other side. Crims still with a smoke up here in case they want to re-smoke it, and it's pretty much what they have as well. Olofmeister doesn't have his. JW could re-smoke B from Arch if he wanted to buy a little bit more time.
I'm glad to see this deadly duo back in action, though. Olofmeister and Crims, monsters of the B site defense. It is looking like right now, at least, Tensky is going to be left solo over here, seeing if anybody's going to be peeking out from Fnatic. He's listening carefully as well. Wants to hear any kind of steps, any kind of info at all. And it will be Dignitas actually coming back towards Banana. And this could get a little nasty here because Olofmeister's backed off. He is going to be able to rotate in close enough once again. Some tip off there to allow him to get back into position. And now, well, things could get nasty here for Dignitas.
Trying to fall back here. Smoke goes up. Crims is going to go down. So is Oliver. Flusha coming through with a triple, with a quad spray down. All of it through the smoke. That's ridiculous. And now it's going to be down to Config here. Flusha, well, not going to get the P90 ace. It'll be JW to finish the round, but that happens so fast. And Fnatic, I mean, they're going to be 2-0 here, and Dignitas probably a little bit upset at that. That was such a good start for them.
Yeah, I was about to say, everything was working out for them. They got both Crims and Olof. They have the site. The smoke is still up. They're thinking, great. Perfect. Good golly gosh. We got this, guys. Nope. Flusha not interested in letting any fun happen on this server. 2-0 for Fnatic. Flusha just keeping them in here. And Dignitas, they're going to be back to P250s now, back to pistols. No bomb plant there to bolster them. Bolster that economy. One single flash for MSL, so we'll see when he decides to use it, but then he'll never get the chance. Olaf and JW just shred Dignitas. And this is a very quick beginning to the first half here. 3 rounds very quickly gotten here by Fnatic.
Yeah, a bit scary really for the Dignitas team. I mean, if Fnatic are playing as they used to do on the CT side of Dust on Dust on Inferno, and almost nobody can break through. It's very, very difficult. So
yeah, they are one of those teams that is capable of just locking down a CT half.
It might be too soon to call, but we've certainly seen some historical evidence that could be the case. Grenades raining back and forth on Banana, and it's going to be Olofmeister to take down Flusha. It's triple stack on the B bomb site here. One of them down to a teammate, but the fact that it's Flusha who dies means that's an instant tell to Dignitas that something is up.
Yeah. And you see them trying to push over to mid towards A, hoping to be able to capitalize on that. But of course, nobody on Fnatic is going to make that elementary mistake of, pushing. While the triple push isn't happening in Banana, they're going to hold pretty far back on that A site. So Dignitas really not able to get much more out of that situation, apart from Apartment's control. But even then, there's a really odd setup actually from Fnatic in Apartments. They've got 2 guys waiting up there, hoping for a target to come through. It's just not going to happen. Well, I speak too soon.
Kill not quite happening for Rubino. And instead, Crim's going to be falling back into the B bomb site here, trying to see if he can hold on a bit longer. It's 4 versus 3. Crim's going to get shut down by Kyebu. And look at the rotation here, quite far away. And because JW and Olaf are very low on health, this isn't so easy. Just trying to get the shots through. And I think the key point here is Dennis has to win this fight on Banana. He's got no idea. And Kyebu flashed, and he still almost goes down. A bit scary, but this should be Dignitas' round here.
This should be the big moment for them. Olaf and JW just trying to put shots through, hoping somebody's going to make a misstep. They get no targets. They have nothing to work with, and now they're just going to be trying to back out. JW trying to pin down the man behind new boxes. He gets dropped down to 20 HP. And while Olofmeister's now stuck behind the truck, there's no escape for him now. He's going to get swarmed. The best he can hope for is taking somebody with him, but that isn't even going to happen for him. And JW is just hoofing it out of there, hoping to hold on to that M4. We've lost Crims in the meantime, Anders.
Terrorists win.
Drum roll.
Is it going to be that time again?
The return of the beast.
They're going to end up wearing him out of this stage,
That's the thing, man. The whole point of an ace up your sleeve is you only need, use it when you really, really need it. The fact that they're using Vugo so much right now, that's not going to help Fnatic.
Yeah, you want to save it when there's a lot on the table too, not just like Dignitas. You want to wait until you've got like Envy or something. You're up.
Exactly. And Vugo probably hasn't let them forget about that either. He was standing behind them that whole time. They could have just high five, tag him in. He could have been the man to make the difference versus Envy, but Fnatic, they're just gonna have to live with themselves. And there it is. Crims joins back in. So.
All right.
What's that to say?
These chickens look so skeptical, don't they?
They do. Fnatic, cluck cluck. Why no Vugo? Cluck.
I am fascinated.
That is one chill chicken with an iron beak.
All right, well, we're rudely interrupted by the sound of horses running up middle, right on towards Banana and that B bomb site. Also, the other side of the map's Apartments here. JW going to win that fight. A swift return here from Fnatic. And this is a bit of a disaster for Dignitas. They just do not have a lot of money. They did have 3 people surviving the last round, but they need to win this, or at the very, very least get the bomb down.
Crims playing safe as well, but yeah, there was a little bit of a tell how that nade bounced, and Crims, yeah, he's just thinking, what is this, the 1800s minus Spaghetti Western? Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, I like it. It's a good sound. Molotov to replace the smoke. That does sort of put them out of defensive grenades, apart from flashbangs here. So there's going to be time for Dignitas to make it through. They, in turn, have 2 smokes and 2 Molotovs. And maybe they could fire out, especially Flusha, who's playing behind new boxes right now. Crims going to be up on the coils, trying to see if he can make it in. That flash goes out. One's a good job there. Crims taking a lot of damage and will end up dropping in the back lines here. Flusha going to die as well. And MSL is a nice double for him.
This isn't pretty. They don't have any nades left. I mean, Tensky's got the single flash. He's playing from pool, so he's going to be at risk. MSL right on the edge of the new boxes as well. JW's about to run into Tensky. As soon as that smoke clears in Banana, it's going to get real rough here for Tensky, so he's really got to make something happen. Takes one kill, spots JW coming through the smoke, but he couldn't quite line up the shot. For a second there, you believed that it might be possible, but Fnatic keep their cool. JW just comes charging through, and Olafmeister and JW will both survive the round 4-1 in the hard reset. And I actually had no idea that it muted the sound if you went in the water like that.
Me neither. Is that a change?
Something that actually came through with the update that we weren't aware of before.
Because I actually have been spending a lot of time just swimming around this water, and I
Keeping the fish company.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're even more soulless than the chickens. They just don't care. Look at it. They don't care.
They don't even care to have a fluid motion, man. That is a truly soulless beast.
Yeah, never mind the Kraken. Just look at those goldfish. JW all the way across the map with the M4A4 Howl, in fact. And see if he can make anything happen. Dennis is playing in the ninja corner, but it's smoked off. He can't really see who is coming, and now they're going to wrap around in towards Quad in the A-bomb site. Nice defense put up here. Olafmeister does go down. JW with the double kill, and Dennis helping out, and swift shutdown there. I mean, Dignitas trying to put on the speed, and it's one of those scenarios where if you try and do a rush like that, and the CTs are holding sort of close to middle on either side, you could catch them and you could run them over.
True.
But when they're holding really far back, and I mean, just a little bit further back even, it gets so tricky. Like that, the speed and aggression of that rush isn't really felt the same way.
No, exactly. I mean, you just kind of run into a brick wall, especially if JW's really smart. He doesn't overextend. We saw how he played the positioning there, took advantage of the case to close it off, to turn, instead of him facing 1, 2, 3 Tech 9s, instead he's turning it into 1v1 duels that he should be winning. Nicely done, though, by Config, catching Dennis looking the wrong way there. And now, Dignitas, well, Fnatic rather, get punished for going aggressive. Olafmeister, though, determined to bring it back, and JW as well. 2 players pushing down Banana, and they managed to pick off Config in the mix.
Oh, and Olafmeister must have been so frustrated. He couldn't actually help out Dennis because the Molotov that was there. Otherwise, I think Dennis would have been safe a lot longer, and Olaf would have been distracting them. JW trying to walk through the smoke. It's going to be successful. Sprays down one. There's a headshot as well. Tensky to drop last, and Fnatic, I feel like Fnatic shouldn't be winning this round, but they did anyway, and now it's going to be 6-1, 10-2-0 right now for JW. Hasn't died yet.
This is where it gets the true test starts to kick in here for Dignitas. They had a flying color start versus Virtus.Pro. Everything went their way, really solid. Now they have to figure out how they deal with this situation as a team when things aren't exactly going their way. Where they're getting beat up by JW, by the rest of Fnatic, and now it's going to have to turn into a grind game where they're going to have to just hope that they can get a minimum number of rounds. Config, though, finds Olaf, so not too shabby. Flush it down to 2 HP, but that doesn't stop him from dunking MSL.
Oh, and another dunk grenade coming in right up to the middle, and Config is going to be gone. Some nice, was it surgical strike? I think it's the American term.
Surgical strike? Yeah, okay. They're that precise.
I mean, every once in a while, a couple of civilians, get caught in the mix, but what can you do?
There's no drones on this server, Anders.
I really want to buy a drone, by the way. Not to shoot missiles,
yeah,
though.
I was about to say, I don't think they sell those to the public.
What a shame. Tensky.
And there we go. All that.
It would be wonderful, though. Your neighbors are being noisy at 4 in the morning or something. You just launch the drone.
I'd love it too, man. I have neighbors who are nosy out, like right next door too. Yeah. And so it's like, yeah, you just go out on the balcony, float the drone over to the window. Right? Be perfect.
A little laser beam.
Right. Turn the music
illegal.
down.
7-1, and Fnatic just doing a very good job right now. Dignitas coming straight over, just completely beating the hell out of Virtus.Pro, and now they're getting beaten themselves. So some sort of cosmic balance in play here, maybe. Universal justice, all of that stuff that should exist but doesn't. Dennis shooting up at the wall for no apparent reason. Maybe he thought he had a flashbang. Dennis may in fact be just a little bit drunk at this point in time. MSL and Rubino are 2 versus 4 here, and JW's finally died for the first time in this game at 15-2-1.
I was about to say, if Dennis gets that flash off, maybe JW, he gets a quad instead of only 3. See what I'm saying here, Dennis? Your teammate, he needed you. You let him down. Well, now MSL, no, well, actually, that's Rubino. MSL still trying to work his way out through Boiler. He's going to just go for a little bit too long there with the spray, and Olafmeister will find him through that smoke. But yeah, JW just not quite able to pull off the quad.
It's going to leave it at 8-1, and the money for Dignitas. I mean, what do you... Yeah, I guess, like, doing, like, a semi-buy is a reasonable plan. Maybe you could get some luck out of these tech lines.
Go for the quasi, go for another apartment play, perhaps. And that could be an option, especially if they're, you know, if Flush is holding with the AWP over on a site. You could look to try and get the punish there, but unfortunately for Dignitas, if that's what they had in mind, it's going to be up at Banana that Flusha has that AWP, and this could work out for Dignitas. Things, they will go their way perhaps. Flusha, he will just barely make it out in time, and Crims is there to buy even more of it for him. Attempted pop flash, Crims is ready, picks off Tensky, and it's just going to be down to Config. Config, though, not even going to be able to take out Crims. Crims just holds his own, lives with 12 HP at the end of the round.
Good use of grenades as well for Fnatic, just making sure that by the time Dignitas are sort of ready to engage, I mean, never mind that they ran into the EWP, which generally speaking, they're so hard for them to win any kind of fight. The money on Fnatic is also gone fairly out of control here. Dignitas finally able to buy a little bit right now. 9-1.
Well. Oh. Deep flash into second mid, but unfortunately, nobody's there to take the peek behind it. But it's all about mind games, Anders. That's the thing. Now Dignitas are going to be wary. Could buy some time. Dennis, does he hit the flick? Yes, he does. Godlike shot from him. And that allows for JW to go for the peek behind it. That teamwork between Fnatic, that 1-2 combination punch, really rocking Dignitas. And, you know, a nade at MSL speed as well will help.
Yeah, Tensky it almost looked like he was about to get the flick there, Olafmeister. Crims moving up that fire. What is going on? I think he probably didn't realize it was going to spread in that pattern. He must have thought it landed somewhere else. And Crims almost getting burned from 100 down to 0 there.
They're really starting a pretty heavy rotation over towards the B site, though, Fnatic. Flush just stops on Speedway, so he's just waiting for confirmation. But what a headshot. Kirby actually is going to peek out from Boiler, take out Dennis. That was the only man defending A site. Dignitas, they have no way of knowing that, but there was a real opportunity.
Otherwise, Tensky probably would have been dead as well. It was the last second that he could have got that shot to save his teammate. Well, Bomb is still waiting in. Boiler with about 28 seconds here, and Flusher goes down, and Crim's probably just shaking his head right now, wondering, how do we go from 2 versus 4 into a 1 versus 2, where I, with 2 health left, had to try and do everything?
Symmetry almost, right? Let's see. He's just hoping to get lucky with the headshot at this point, Crims. No real chance of being, considering there's going to be this crossfire established now. Man up in apartments, another one in Graveyard, and bomb is planted for Dignitas. Just creating as much noise as possible over here, Crims, hoping to be perhaps take them with him. I mean, if he can keep them close enough on this site, Kirby is at 5 HP. Kirby needs to start running right away. He might not even make it away in time. He's going to be cutting it real close. Down to 2 HP, Kirby.
Wow. Saving the orb not too bad. I mean, they do have so much money that even if he had died, it wouldn't have been the end of the world. And I might have even wanted to argue that it would have been funny if he could have tried to make them blow up with him. But
sure. Thought that was what he had in mind. Considering they still have so much money on Fnatic, he could have definitely afforded to just die, go up with it, and see if he could actually take 2 with him.
Well, right now it's a 7-round lead for the Fnatic team. JW in the middle here while the rest are pushing up top. Banana, and Crim's ready, but he's going to get shot down by Config. Crouching into the angle there. Molotov to buy some time for Olafmeister. And a little bit of backup is coming in as well. And JW I think he maybe did some damage then onto MSL, but didn't actually get the kill. He's at 16-2-2, so he slowed down a little bit from his 15-0 or 15-1 scoreline. Just a bit.
No, I mean, there's so much talent on Fnatic, that shouldn't be an issue. I mean, Vugo isn't here to hog all the frags either, so it really is their time to shine. Gary going to set up with SCT smoke. We're going to have a coil smoke going down as well. Standard fare here from Dignitas going onto that B site. A very well-timed Molotov, though. Stops this push cold. The flashes as well, and Dignitas, their smokes are ticking by. They have to commit to something here. Either they back off or they just try to barrel through. This is insanely frustrating for Dignitas, though. They made a huge investment into going onto this site.
But they still have a Molotov they just put up there and 2 smokes, so they've got so much equipment still. Molotov goes in the back line now. They're going to run it back towards the A bomb site. JW's here in the middle. He misses the first flick. Grenade comes out as well, but inside the bomb site. And this they might not be expecting. Dennis is on here with the M4. He's going to drop one. He keeps spraying. And look at this. Just getting all the kills nearly simultaneously. Kirby and Tensky with a double kill each. And that'll make it 9-3.
Oh, no risk yet, though, of an eco coming out from Fnatic. Even if they lose this one, they'll be in a decent enough situation. So it's not going to get any easier here for Dignitas. Curious to see if Dignitas are going to decide to force up on Banana again, though. But Dennis lining up for the smoke. Glorious arc. Top Banana. Nice flash to force Olafmeister off the angle, though. Bit of an HE follow-up as well. Doesn't really do too much. And Olaf wants to press the issue. MSL with the punish and a double kill. Kirby takes out JW. It's going to be down to Dennis. He's got to line him up, though. 2 headshots for him, but then Kirby puts him down, and it is going to be the man advantage here for Dignitas going on to that A site. 2 players alive on the A site itself for the Danes, and they should be able to get the bomb plant here. Really put the pressure on Fnatic.
And you gotta wonder if Dennis could have known the position he was in, but actually if he falls back from getting those 2 first kills, then they're in a 3 versus 3 and a really good chance of winning it. He might not have realized that nobody was coming from apartments, so, you know, if he tried to fall back and got caught from there, that would have been obviously horrendous, but it looked like there was a good chance here. Now, Flusher and Crim's hoping that Dignitas make a big mistake. Doesn't look like they will, which means this retake is kind of falling apart here.
Although Crims picks up the 1. Other man took a bullet to the face, but Rubino will win that duel versus Crims, and it's going to be down to Flusha now trying to make it costly. No saving that AWP. Very well done by Flusha. He could even try and get in here and see if he can find Tensky. Tensky will be able to pick up that op, though, and they still manage it in the end, Dignitas. Very well done.
So
every dollar counts.
Tensky was actually down here when, was it Kirby or someone getting almost killed right here? I think if they could have got that kill, then how is Tensky going to get back in and stop the bomb from being defused? He probably doesn't, so that was actually a little bit scary. Well, 9-4, 14th round coming up here, and Dignitas starting to get a couple of rounds on the board finally, and making it a bit more competitive.
And they're challenging top Banana already. Huge spray going down, trying to go with the deep nades as well. Really want to take control of this top Banana. Dignitas, they want all of the the room to move as possible. As much room to move as possible, but then they don't actually follow through with it, which is surprising. They've got the flashes, the Molotovs, everything up there, and then they don't push through. So Fnatic, if they want, they can still try and get in here and do some work.
Wow, that's a sick grenade that comes out. That was JW banking it off the side of the wall and right into 3 players holding. I mean, Dignitas, they're very low on health. Fnatic have been bruised a little bit too, but this is... how do you make it into a site when 2 of your players can take maybe 1 or 2 shots and... I don't know, that's going to be tricky.
The Halo of M4 bullets are going to be waiting for you. The crossfire's established in mid as well. And JW, just with a little peek, catches out Kirby. Now, well, 4 players alive here for Dignitas. Down a man. They still have a good nade count, though. 3 flashes and 3 smokes. They can just find a kill here. MSL trying to force the issue, and Olafmeister shuts him down. And Dennis on short will hold his own versus Tensky. It's falling apart for the Danish team. It's down to Config and Rubino now, the last 2 here. And, well, with 18 seconds left, they just don't have enough time to force this. The defense holds for Fnatic.
Why is everybody rotated into A here for the Fnatic team? It doesn't really make a lot of sense, does it? I mean, we can tell nothing's happened.
Let me at him. That's what they're saying, man.
But that could have been kind of a big deal if someone had just been waiting outside of you with a bomb or something. Another round for the Swedes here. 10-4 in the 15th round. I mean, it's not the best equipment that Dignitas can buy, but they should be able to put a little bit something together and make it competitive. I think they need the 5th round so badly here. I don't think they can win this game by having 4 rounds on the T side.
Yeah, they need a little bit more. I mean, CT side, we saw what they were capable of versus Virtus.Pro, so I mean, they can still put up a fight, but every round counts versus a team of Fnatic's caliber, and especially when Fnatic, they're going all guns blazing. They're fighting their best. JW with yet another pick to open it up. Flusha peeks just to take out MSL. And again, Dignitas right at the beginning of the round, down 2 men. Kirby trying to battle back, but Flusha roasts him for his trouble. And it's just going to be Tensky and Rubino.
all alone is what he is. Flusher having picked up a triple, and Tensky going to go down to Crim's 11-4. First half finish in favor of Fnatic, and just a very convincing start as well. Hard to really argue with. JW at one point up at 15-2-1, I think. I think he ends the game at the half around 19 kills, which is still very, very good.
Crazy.
It's halfway to a Guardian almost.
Yeah, halfway, exactly.
Not quite, but close.
It's not as close a half, though, so honestly, if Fnatic win the pistol, I don't think he's going to have, unless he gets a couple aces in there, yeah, it's going to be pretty tough for him to match that godlike Guardian scoreline. I mean, really, Guardian, 40 bomb in 30 rounds, that's...
And still losing the game.
Still losing the game as well. I mean, that's like AZ at the major level frustration, I think. Hey guys, you know, just don't mind me dropping 37 frags. We please win the game.
But now he's in G2.
That's right, and so we'll be looking forward to seeing how G2 pan out now that Dennis has made his way over here to Fnatic. Still feels weird seeing Fnatic without Pronax though, man. How long has it been? 2 years, nearly two plus. Nearly, yeah. No, that's crazy actually. Pretty much 2 years down to like the week.
Yeah.
That he was with Fnatic. Holy hell.
They had a timer on it.
It's a 2-year contract.
Well, here the second half, it's going to be all up to Danish to try and do, and just more than a little bit of just locking down the CT side. They've got a almost, you know, built walls and erect turrets and everything else, trying to keep them out. Kirby doing a pretty good job so far, headshotting Flusher and dropping him. They obviously need the pistol round, but even then they need a lot more. Rubino is going to be taking down Olofmeister. Very good start right now for Dignitas.
This is actually perfect for them. 4 players alive on the A side as well. They made the correct call. JW is going to take out Rubino, though. MSL down to 2 HP. He will get hunted down. No, he barely makes it out of there somehow. Thought for sure he'd be gone, and yes, Dennis will find him in the end. Crims with the headshot on Tensky, and all that hard work from Dignitas at the start of this to get that advantage. It's all falling apart here. Dennis just tombs Config. Buries him in that pit, and Kirby all alone now in a 1v3, hoping for a lucky headshot.
That's a little bit hard to deal. At this point, I would say from Kirby's point of view, just save the armor. There is not a lot that you can do in this situation here. So yeah, run away. It seems so ridiculous to have to save armor in a pistol round, but it's better than just giving it up for absolutely no reason.
And that's crazy. It was actually 2 years to the day.
Is this real life?
Yeah. Crazy. Thanks, Andre.
Yeah, so I actually remember exactly what the context was in which he joined Fnatic, because that was the MSI Beat It tournament in Beijing, where I went to
yeah, you're never
cast
gonna
that.
forget that tournament.
Yeah, no, for a whole wide range of reasons, I will never forget that tournament. But yeah, that's the only Counterstrike tournament I've been to in Asia. So a lot of fun, actually, in spite of all the chaos.
I mean, that's just how
Delpan was there as well. It was interesting times.
You cast it with Karn. I mean, that's how crazy, like, Pronax, though, like, truly a legend. I mean, he gets into the team. 2 weeks later, they win the first major by upsetting NiP. And then he goes on to win back-to-back majors. I mean, a 3-time major champion. Just a legendary player, flat out, no discussion. So it is really odd to see Fnatic, well, basically now just a mix between LGB, the original core LGB roster between Olofmeister, Crims, and Dennis now. And then the last 2 3-time major winning champions.
Yeah.
Flush on JW.
Yeah, we're pushing on through with the Deagle here, but MSL's going to go down. Dignitas got to make this round work. They got pistol, they got armor, and the bomb is going down over it here at the B bomb site. It's going to be very tough for them to retake. They do not have a defuse kit either, so time is running low. Even if Olofmeister and JW are very, very low on health right now, it's still just a question of how much time is left. Crims just has to stay alive, and that should be it. Crims going to pick up a kill here. Tensky very nearly dead. And him and Config still fighting to get into this bomb site. It's going to be Tensky dying next, and Crims with a great triple kill. It will be another round for Fnatic, making it now almost impossible. 13-4.
Yeah, 13-4. Economy reset. They have to go for either taking a big risk here and going for a force buy, or, I mean, or you just risk it all on the win, basically. You just take this round of eco to the face. Hard eco here, and it will be that. Hard eco from Dignitas that they can buy up in the next round and try and hold Fnatic from getting onto that match point. So, double Mac 10. Fnatic saw this coming as well. They're going full farm right now, just making that money. as if they haven't made it, enough already, Anders.
Wow, Tensky, he actually hit JW all the way in the back lines. That looked very interesting, and he's going to hit Crims as well, looking for more, and JW will be gone. Grenade bouncing in almost like a stylistic points there for having the bounce on the floor, and that's going to be Fnatic now up at 14-4. And finally, Dignitas can fight back, although it's very late.
Yeah, it is a bit late in the game. Crazy one-sided matches that we're having. Dignitas just plowing Virtus.Pro, and then Fnatic basically rolling over Dignitas here. We'll see. Can Fnatic keep it together and just lock this out nice and clean? Nice and neat. That's what we're going to be looking for here.
Sort of interesting because it was Tensky and Config doing so well against VP. Well, now it's Kierby actually top fragging at 14 kills here. He's going to charge down. He picks up one more shot there. Flusher will be gone. Crims, we're going to see if he can get a bullet on there. One of them would have killed MSL, but it's not quite going to happen.
Yeah, and now they're really just going to try and press the advantage. Double entry frag from Dennis until Tensky can actually take him out. And Tensky, he just keeps on stepping up. 2 kills for him to bring it to a 2-on-2. Fnatic, they will be able to get the bomb plant on the A site, but now at least, thanks to Tensky's efforts, Team Dignitas, they actually have a little bit of a chance here in this retake.
Grenade going to be running in. Almost actually hits MSL. And we do have the faded lag bell ringing.
The lag victory bell. I mean, bullet time? Is that what was happening?
Yeah.
Dennis midair. 1-for-1 trade, and then Crims cleans house. The bomb just keeps on ticking.
I like how they were clever enough to have the code be stars, so that the police don't just show up and say, oh, there's the code. Some forward thinking.
Yeah, that is actually. You would think...
That's one of those, I mean, if you're playing bombs, that's one of the things that can slip in, you just focus on everything else, right?
Blowing up. Nobody's going to find anything. It doesn't matter. We're never going to lose the defense, right?
What we have for Dignitas is 3 FAMASas and 2 max 7s to try and see if they can postpone this game. I don't want to say make the comeback. I think that's giving them too much hope right now. It's very unlikely this will happen. 11 rounds in a row into overtime and then winning the overtime. Not tonight, I reckon. We'll see if they can try and make it work anyway here. Config and also Rubino pushing up. We've got the double max 7 apartments play. Classic play.
Indeed. Shot, there's the flick, and Config can't do it. We lose Rubino as well. Both shotguns get punished, and it's down to the 3 FAMASas that remain here for Dignitas. All 5 members from Fnatic, though, are just going to barrel straight into A site. Tensky does the best he can to hold them off. Picks off Olafmeister. JW removes his teammate, and it's just Tensky putting up one hell of a fight. He takes out Dennis as well, but it's just not going to be good enough. Kierby, last man alive, rotating in from the B site. And, well, let's see. Can he get the kill?
He's trying. We've got the Western sounds and everything. It's JW to finish the game here. And Fnatic pretty much just crushing Dignitas here on Inferno. Very, very impressive, but also very one-sided. Yeah, I was expecting more.
I was actually expecting a little bit more of a tooth and nail fight there. I mean, well, it was a bit tooth and nail. Fnatic just went for the eyes, right? Dignitas, they're expecting something straight up, right? And no, Fnatic, they're like, no, none of that fair fight stuff.
I mean, they did just do it to VP themselves, Dignitas, right? So maybe they should be expecting it.
True.
That was a tough game, obviously, there on Inferno. Not much else to say really about that, but
would it have worked?
What?
See, as Vikings, so I was about to say, it's like Fnatic just went full Viking, right? No rules, just get the win. But then they're playing against Danes, who were apparently like even more badass Vikings than the Swedes. So I mean,
at least for some part of history. Yeah. I think at some point we made the mistake of trying to fight everybody at the same time, and every neighboring country started thinking.
Somebody that did that
do
too.
Do we really have to keep up with these Danish people? Do we really have to take this?
Now look at it.
Yeah, big mistake. Big mistake. Yeah, what could you do, right? Go big or go home.
Oh, right, I know, but I think there's something we have to talk about, right?
There is
something to do with numbers and articles and slasher.
Applications too. If you have an Android or iOS device, you can go and download the Score Esports app, and you can check out. You're right, scores and articles and everything else. Definitely go check that out. Yeah, just download away.
Yeah, if you have a phone.
If
you happen to live in the 21st century.
Has to be a smartphone though.
Yeah, it does. It does.
I think if you have a tablet too, it works.
You got like the one hipster out there with the rotary phone. He's like, damn. Blast.
No, actually, what that gives them great pleasure, right? It's like, yes.
That's right.
Can't do that.
It's too mainstream now.
Now, coming up, obviously,
Well, those are actually the results.
Those are the results, right? But we should have also the next week's schedule. Though we won't be here, right?
No, we
Oh,
won't.
is there anything next week?
Well, next week is San Jose, so
Yeah.
I don't know if. Well, there are actually. There are going to be some matches
Spread
I think
out
before
across.
that, but that's going to be casted by. I
Alright.
imagine like Machine Pansy. Like they'll be taking care of that.
I
So
don't know.
I mean, I think this is the last time that we're going to be here for Pro League
Yeah.
Anders this year.
It will be.
Yeah, it will be. So
Very
guys,
sad.
it's been a lot of fun. We've been here what 12 days total.
Yeah, something like that.
So that's the last. I mean, it's starting to feel kind of homey here, Anders. So
Second home in Cologne,
right?
Like that. Yeah.
I know.
It's a very cool city, so I don't really mind it. Yeah, but thank you so much for joining us, obviously, this evening. Hope you guys had a good time, and don't forget to check into the channel Future as well to catch all the Counterstrike, including IEM coming up very, very soon.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll definitely see you there, and thanks for joining us, and have a good evening.
Good one, Zemmler. Good one.